replace the guy in the second image with the first image and make this into a 21:9 aspect ratio. And let's hit generate. So we merge the two. Okay. All right. And which one in one and two? Which one do you guys like? Yeah, one is nice. Let's do that and hit generate. All right. Now this starting image, I'll just take the liberty of doing it. I'll also take the liberty of doing this one. Okay, and hit generate. Now check it out. What do we have? Oh, we need the final shot, guys. We need the final shot. So let's make this into a nice end shot also. But let's merge the people together. Okay. Uh, Merge these images into a final luxury ad shot. Okay, I've put in that and let's hit generate. Okay, crazy. Check this out. So what do we have? The same images now are formed into. Hey, did you guys notice? This is like the entire continent. See, this is India, this is Africa, this is yeah, that's kind of smart. Yeah, it's kind of smart. Yeah, yeah, quite good. So these are the happy accidents which happen when you work with AI. All right, so all of these are now optimized properly. Our Egyptian uncle is also here. He looks like Denzel Washington though, but no problem. This is a bit of a problem, but this is good. We can use this. All right, I think more or less we are in a good space. And let's hit generate. I like global jewelry. Even I like global jewelry. Check this out, fellas. I like it. Yeah, let's move forward and start making the videos. So, a quick detour that happened, thankfully, and now we have learned everything in detail that 4:1 cannot happen into a video. Okay, let's move forward and let's start selecting asset one by one. I'll tell you a secret how I do it. I start from the last frame because that way I can tie my mind. Otherwise, my creativity will go crazy. Okay, I selected this super cinematic shot of the king's queens walking ahead and the logo appearing, camera moving towards them and turning up towards the Bulgari logo. Super high res cinematic shot. Mention that again and I hit on generate. Okay, let's move forward and use the same prompt for another model just to be safe because this is an important shot for us. All right, let's move to the next one, which was this one. Okay. Okay, what do we have? What should we do here? Just a jewel. Let's super cinematic, hyper time lapse, keeping the focus on the jewel. The time changes from night to day. Yeah, I think this will be a cool shot. Let's do that and use also cling to make this. Also use cling to make this and move to the next frame. So yeah, so since we have been living with this idea for the past 1.5 hour, ideas can you come into the flow and then you can keep on prompting the way you feel like visualizing stuff. Okay, right, move. Camera goes round trolley and becomes a macro shot and turns towards the jewel. Okay, I think Kling can handle this really well, but a C dance can also handle this really well. So I can give this to Mr. C dance. And let's move to the next one. Now I'll show you how do you start and end frame, which is what you'll have fun with. Okay, let's select this one asset. Let's select this. Okay, select this shot and let's add an end frame. I'll show you how do you use it. How do you use this freaking end frame? Okay, we have a raining shot moving to this particular shot. Okay, camera moves from top as the jewels fall and moves to the second image and goes close to the jewel falling and the world map forming. Okay, that is something which I've given, and I'm going to also give the same prompt to Mr. Kling because Kling also does a fabulous job and hit generate. Let's move to the next one. What is pending? What is pending? Let me think, and you also think, guys, while I'm doing this. A super cinematic shot of the Indian lady will be a nice shot for us. Oh, our Egyptian uncle is pending. Denzel Washington is pending. Static shot where the camera moves down, top to bottom, and becomes low angle. The kings and the queen keep their gaze on the camera, just to signify that the camera is bowing down to the power. That will be a nice shot. Let's move for, hey, 1 second. I just added that as an end frame. Let's add that as a start frame. 1 second. Yeah. Mr. Denzel Washington shot will be nice. Okay, let's move forward and select another asset. Now, what I'm doing in parallel, because I've been thinking like a filmmaker, I'm thinking of what all shots are needed for our entire ad to become nice. I think with these ladies, let's have this slow dolly shot moving towards the ladies. Okay, hit generate. I think we are in a good space. We'll have some nice shots here. Let's select a final shot. This is what we edited. Uh, Tracking shot of the camera moving as the lady walks ahead. Okay, just as you must have observed, it is how I'm speaking to my camera person, like what kind of shot I need. It just this camera person is listening to me. Okay, let's see what videos are ready. Check this out. So this one's ready. Bulgari dressed by gods. That's a nice shot. Don't you guys like that shot? It's a good shot, right? Tell me in the chat. Yeah, that's a crazy shot. So let's download that shot and call it Bulgari and move forward. Oh, I like the super cinematic hyperlapse that has happened. Let's download this. Oh, check this shot out. Check this shot out. I really like the jewelry, guys. I like the grunge which is there. Generally, for such kind of ads, the grunge is not there, but I really like it. But that's completely my opinion here. Let's see what all is getting made. So all of this is getting cooked at this stage. Good. So while all of this is happening, I'll take you guys to the next phase, which is the audio generation. We are in the final stage of our filmmaking career of these 2 hours that we all did. Okay, so come back to your LLM. Give me the final script to go from text to voiceover. No timestamps, nothing. Just the text of the script is needed here. So let's be lazy and have a conversation and ask chat to give me the prompt, give me the text again instead of us scrolling back up. All right, just be fashionably lazy when it comes to AI. All right, so before fashion had a season, had a religion, every silver, I think it's too much of a script. This is too huge a script. Only use certain elements which will drive the story forward. I do not like so much of text. Make the script a bit more dramatic. All right, let's move forward and keep on making these changes. If you must have observed, this is human in the center kind of a loop where you have to keep on pushing the AI towards your vision. All right. So what do we have here? Before the fashion had a season, it had a religion, etc., etc. I think it is in a good space. So now I'm going to show you a tool called as 11 Labs. How many of you have heard of 11 Labs? Great. So if you have heard of 11 Labs, for people who are very new, 11 Labs is a crazy tool where you can generate voiceovers, you can generate podcasts, and everything will feel like it's emoted in by a real voiceover artist. Crazy. All right. So now let's move forward and learn this properly. I'll tell you exactly what you can use this for. Don't have to get confused with so many AI tools. There were times in previous sessions where I used to show all the tools, um, but that sometimes used to get overwhelming. Right now, this is a very concentrated approach towards filmmaking. So for people who have stuck till here, you are now in the final stage of the post production. In the post production, the clips are shot and now we are going to edit it. But for the edit, we need the voiceover and the music. We are in the voiceover phase. Okay. So how do we use 11 Labs? You can clone your voice. Okay, here you can clone your voice and basically have your own clone and if and record it in a nice mic. So when people can use your voiceover, you can get paid. All right. So this is one revenue similar to YouTube though. So if I'm you making a video, I use your voice, you get paid. So that is something which is a great revenue model by 11 Labs. Very ethical also because most of the AI companies are putting people out of business, out of jobs, but such people who are actually upskilling the people and making them different, giving them a different skill altogether to earn money, this is the right approach to do. That's a very human approach to take, which 11 Labs has taken. Then we have the text to speech option here. Okay. The text to speech is what we are going to use. Now, you don't need to get confused here. All you have to do is select. Now, check this out. This is the entire prompt box. You have to just put in your script here. Copy paste the script. Now, pay close attention. There are 11 labs V3, V2, and V2.5. You are starting here, just use V3. Okay, V3 is very good. And just select, and now with me, let's select a voiceover. Okay, for this Bulgari ad, do you think the voiceover should be male or a female? Tell me in the chat. Let's listen to the voiceover, which are best for V3, and then take a call. Okay, what do we have? Let's explore.
Embrace the possibility of a fulfilled dream.
Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two.
So there it was, a notarized blessing to 22-year-old Dylan.
Let's work through this together.
I'm thinking of something more majestic, like ethereal. Let's see if there is something called as ethereal here.
Warrior of the light, these are not truths etched in stone. Do not be deceived.
Okay, ethereal husk. Let's hear this.
I call to the gray expanse where the world wakes.
That's also
I call
cool.
to the two black-winged.
That's also quite cool, right? Like to have somebody whisper out all of these things.
No soy de las que se rinden fácil.
Then what do we have?
Hello.
Let's hear both. Let's try ethereal husk here. Okay, I just clicked on this. Okay, and the voiceover will show here. Check this out. Ethereal husk comes here. Now the best part, you just have to click on enhance, and it will add the feeling to it, like thoughtful, sighs, thoughtful, whisper, or whatever feeling you need. You can add in your feelings also, like angry, scared, loud, confident. All of these feelings can also come in, and let's hit generate. With this request, you are going to exceed your quota of 3700. You will be charged extra according to your billing plan. Yeah, that's proceed. Okay. Let's hit generate. Yeah, some issue because I think I'll show you the free version then because this might be an issue. Let's try the free version and let's hit generate. Uh, Sorry guys, 1 second. I'll just select the free one. So the one which has these yellow tick marks are the ones which are not free. Let's select my voices. I've already had some voices here. Uh, let's select the voices. Let's try Natasha. Let's generate. What's happening? Okay. Okay. No problem. We'll try and work around this particular thing with the free one. Let's see if this is going to work out.
Before fashion had a season, it had a religion. Every civilization dressed like their gods, not for vanity, for prayer. Then we forgot. We traded the temple for the trend. But some things cannot be discounted. Some things were made for eternity. One Piece, 8 worlds, Omnia, Bulgari, dressed by gods.
Good. So because it's a free version, the voice quality might not be great per se, but at least it does your job. All right. At least it does your job. But I have one nice workaround for this. But let's at least take this in our hand since Miss Natasha has helped us generate the voiceover. Let's see if we can use something else because I'm really not digging Natasha's voice here. You want to take Hermione's voice? I was training Hermione voice for my Harry Potter and Secrets of Nalanda video. I think that can also work. Let's try. Hey, Hermione is also not coming in. Nobody's allowing me anything today. No problem. I'll select something else. Let's go for Natasha only because Natasha is only allowing us. Okay, so let's take Natasha. We downloaded the voiceover. Let's move to the music part of things. Okay, fellas, we come to the most interesting part of the filmmaking process, which is making music. Okay, now tell me in the chat what kind of a prompt should we do. For people who are very new, suno.com gives you 50 credits a day where you can make your own songs. I have taken a subscription, which is almost about to end, but let's see if we can create something with the subscription. So you'll get an idea what's the possibility. Okay. There is a V5 version in this, which adds such a complex sound design, which is very impressive to me, frankly. So what I'm going to do here, okay, is play a bit smart. Tell me in the chat what kind of sound should this particular ad have. Tell me in the chat. Majestic, godly. Yes, perfect. Somebody said perfect. Okay, okay. Majestic, godly, ethereal, deep voice soundtrack of ultra high-end luxury Bulgari ad with the following lyrics. Now, what I'm going to do here is just put in the lyrics so that we can use that as the ones which make the story flow. Okay, so let's put this. Okay, and take this and put it here. We don't choose instrumental, we choose the V5 and just hit on create. Now, sometimes when voiceovers don't do the job, the music will make this ad fly like crazy. So let's hear it. Dressed by the Gods. See, it has taken in Dressed by the Gods. I'm super excited. Let's see what we have. Omnia. Okay, let's hear it. It's given us a nice artwork also. So for people who are music enthusiasts, this is the tool for you. All right. Now, how do I select the right music? I play the music and I watch the video together. That will help us understand if this is in a good space or not. Okay, let's hear it.
Before fashion had a season, it had a religion. Every civilization dressed like their gods. Not for vanity, for prayer. Gold on the skin, smoke in the air. Then we forgot, we
Very nice.
lost the hymn. We traded the tempo for the trend. But some things cannot be discounted. Some things were made for eternity. One piece, 8 worlds unfolded. Bulgari, dressed by God. Dressed by God.
Quite interesting, right, guys? You guys enjoyed it? Quite yes. Quite cool. Let's hear the second track which it has generated.
Before fashion had a season, it had a religion. every civilization
Quite slow, but quite decent, right?
dressed like their god.
I think let's see if we have.
A whisper.
I like the first track. I think we should download the first track. It's in a good space. Let's download this and let's listen to it again. So, for people who are asking, you can use Suno AI music for your commercial purposes if and only if you download uh, or you get the pro subscription. Otherwise, you cannot. Okay, so we have downloaded the music. I have also put in certain videos that I need to be cooked here. All right, so things can be better. AI requires you to be a constant regeneration and constant prompting and choosing the right model. So if you see here, this is a Cdance Pro, okay, which is okay, a shot, but this is the cling shot. Check this out. This cling shot is exactly how I expected, like a nice time lapse that is happening. Okay, so now cling also, see, check this out. Now cling actually adhered to the prompt properly. Just some warping has happened, but in a way you can use that in the edit. Okay. Um, so let's move forward and now move to the best part. Generally, what I used to do is edit everything live, but this tool particularly has made my life really better. It's called a Use Cardboard. Okay, Use Cardboard is an AI agent. What it does for you is can build your entire ad for you. All right. So what you need to do here is just drag and drop all the details. It makes your life supremely easy, honestly. What you need to do is just drag and drop all the details. Now I have made a folder with all the Bulgari details. Check this out. All the folders with all the Bulgari shots. All right. And I'm also taken in multiple of these other ones. I'll tell you how do you prompt this particular agent. I've dragged and dropped everything. So I've dragged and dropped the music. I've dragged and dropped the and all the videos that I've generated without thinking too much. All right. Now the prompt is something which you need to focus on. This also gives you an option to edit it once, if at all it's not in a good space or not. But let's see if it gets it in the first prompt only. All right. I want some more video though. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move forward and use Cardboard. I have uploaded all the images, sorry, all the videos. I have uploaded all the music. All I need to do is prompt properly. Treating this like a super cinematic high-end luxury ad, use the clips from this uh, to build a proper Bulgari ad. Mind you, the end should have the Bulgari logo coming in cinematically. There will be few cinematic options here, few clip options here. You have to choose the ones which go well with the music only. The music should start properly, should cover the lyrics, and it should end in a good space over the Bulgari logo. Make the story flow properly. Do not use anything which feels unnatural. All right. I have put in this particular prompt and I select the aspect ratio here. Let it select auto and hit generate. I wanted it to improve the prompt though, but no problem. Let it move forward. See, now it is going to read everything that I'm doing. Okay. It is going to read everything um, that I've given it and see the agent will now move forward and start building stuff. So it's understanding the project, the entire timeline is open. Mind you guys, we are in the final stage where we are going to put things together. Okay, where we are going to put things together. See, the agent has started. This is full cinematic Bulgari ad build. Let me get deep context of all the clips, the music, and beat sync before making any decisions. So it's got all the media details. All right. So it's planning its next steps. Now it needs to get more beat data from further into the track, understand the music full arc and where the song ends well for the logo. Now it has everything, story structure also it has. See, it's choosing the best parts also, gives me cut points at this second and that second. All these details are here. Now, generally, we don't automate this process in our company because we need some control on exactly what client needs. But if you want to make your assets very quickly, type in a good prompt and get your edit made properly instead of hiring an editor. So that is what this tool can help you with. Uh, See, it is now reading everything. See, it's now going to start putting all the details. So somebody was asking, do we need to mention the story in the prompt? Yes, you should mention the story in the prompt. I haven't done it right now because I don't think it's needed. It's more like a visual script that we have come up with. And I've also told it to hold on to the lyrics. Let's see if it will take the prompt properly. So it's all 7 clips are placed perfectly. Now apply a cinematic color grading across the full timeline and adds dissolves transitions between clips for a luxury seamless feel. So let's see. See, check this out. All the edit is happening. No, this service is not free. For people asking if things are free, no, things are not free. You want to earn off of AI, stop asking for free stuff. You have to basically invest your money and time, and then you can scale it to some other extent only. But initial small amount of fee, imagine shooting this. We used to spend crores of rupees. We still do when it comes to these ads. But right now, all the budget is getting slashed because AI is disrupting the market like crazy. All right. So I think it's done. And let's see the first cut here. Check this out.
Before fashion had a season, it had a
Okay, so what it did is abruptly cut it, but at least you got the first cut out. What I'm going to ask it to do is to make things better. Like I'll tell you, how do you have to push it? Now I really like this shot. I am going to ask it to add this shot here. Now downloaded this shot. Go to use cardboard again. It's like a prompt box only that you have to use. I'll show it to you. 1 second. Yeah, there you go. You put in here, and I'm seeing that it needs some more elements. Increase the duration of the ad and do not end the music abruptly. Also, add this particular shot of the lady before the end page. The end page needs to flow fully, and I need to see the entire Bulgari ad. Do not use the shots of the same round trolley shot of the snake. Remove one of the shot. You can increase the duration of the ad. I've given it this particular detail, and let's see. Now it will make those changes. So editing with prompting is something which is a crazy thing that has happened in the market. So let's see. The agent will now read it. It is now adhering to the prompt that I've told it. All right. So if at all there are many changes you want to do manually, what you can do is just drag and do whatever changes you want to do manually. It's not a big deal. But the idea is to understand this is the tool that can help you get your first cut out. All right. First cut is very essential. So let's see it. Can you make the kings walking slower for more time, more majestic? Yes, we can. Of course, we can. Given more time, if you spend more time, like the Mario first cut was something which gave us the idea. We had to spend 5 more days to make it into a big film. So creativity requires you to give it more time, detaching from the edit, again coming back. That is how humans function, not like automating everything. All right. So that's not how it should be. All right. Let it happen. While it is happening, we will watch it together. I'm just going to quickly present my screen. All right. 1 second. Why the hell have I signed out? 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Yep. 1 second. I'm just going to present my screen again, fellas. Hope you have understood that creativity requires that amount of patience. We have managed to cram everything up in 2 hours, but I hope you have understood the amount of efforts that it takes. The more clarity you have, the better output you get. Okay, just presenting my entire screen. Okay. All right. So what did we do is the entire process. We covered the entire script. We came up with an idea, uh, made the entire script, made it into a screenplay, did our MVPs, made images, made videos. Then we went to the production phase where we built the entire ad into the aspect ratio we need, chose the diffusion model, made the images to video. Then we are right now in the post production where the edit is happening in parallel while we speak. We also learned the master prompt technique. Tell me now in the chat, what does it take to build a storyline? We have now in the end. Tell me in the chat before we watch the output, what does it take to build a particular storyline? Somebody saying patience. Absolutely. Good narrative is really, really important. Most of you have gotten it right. And tell me now, what is the next question? The next question is, should you rely completely on AI for your story building? Tell me in the chat. Should you rely on AI for your complete story building? Nope. You have to rely on AI once your idea is clear. The idea needs to come from you. Then you amplify it using AI. You don't go the other way around. Otherwise, AI will throw 1,000 options to you and you will get supremely confused. What's the point? So this is one mantra which I have been following and I'm telling people to basically follow also. You have to automate the noise, which means all the noise which was there. I have to think there is a writer's block and then who will write for me and stuff like that. Automate that entire noise. Think of a cool idea, let AI elaborate it for you. Your job is to then go back to your lived experience and make that story better. That is where me and you can relate to your story. Otherwise, AI writing your story is not like the main thing. Your lived experience will humanize that content, and then you are free to tell a story. So this particular mantra, if you take, you will build amazing content, you will build a better personal brand, and you can make a great film also. All right, so let's watch the video. I think the changes are made, and let's see. Of course, if things can be better, yes, they can be better, but let us watch it properly. 1 second. 1 second. Let's go from the start. Now let's behold. Check it out.
Before fashion had a season, it had a religion. Every civilization dressed like their gods.
Interesting teaser. Spent more time will be crazy. But what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy the entire process? We came from scratch. Somebody saying it does not look smooth as transition. Of course, it should not look smooth as a transition. What are we? We are not robots. We have to sit on the edit properly. We have to make it proper. Can't rely on AI to do all the creativity. We did everything from scratch. You expect edit to happen everything properly. First cut is good. That's how it should be. All right. So you have done a crazy job, guys. With me, we have all come on the same page. So with that, this session has ended. Uh, awesome. Great. What I'm going to do is drop in all my what I'm going to do is just drop in all my Mr. credentials, and that way people can connect with me, and I get more motivation to do some more content.
Got it. Do you want me to do that? I have that handy.
No, no problem. I've already done it. So, guys, I've already dropped in all my credentials. Follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to me on YouTube, Instagram. I'm also on Substack, on X. And the more you follow, the more content I can make. It's going to be the future of good storytelling. And I'm happy to have shared that with you all. If there are any pressing questions, happy to take that home. If not, we can call it a shot.
Yeah, I was just looking at the chat. A few questions, I think, since you already covered it, but just to sort of summarize very quickly, right? Definitely free paid, we already spoke a bit about it. What happens to the copyright in these cases? Normally, when clients come to you, how do you handle that when you use AI for that?
Well, in terms of copyright, what we do there, I don't understand where this question is coming from because I haven't faced that problem. What we do generally, if just to be safe, we don't use these models as they are from these online platforms. What we do if we choose our own characters. Now we have like a filmmaking unit. Filmmaking unit gives us the theater actors and the actors and on a roster. We use their faces and then we engineer the entire scene according to that. So that way, what happens? Our client get customized actors, clients get customized look and feel. That is what we are doing in the company. So copyright, I don't think it will come in if you take the subscription. But even if you want to be safe, like for our bigger clients, we have to be safe. This is the method to do it.
Got it. And normally for people who start, right, let's say whatever we created, they are able to reach a level of creating that. How they should possibly start looking at serving the skill. For example, what are the avenues? What are the normal starting points? What are the pricing maybe strategies that you look at? How do you go about that?
You have to understand work in three phases, like I mentioned. What do you need for the pre-production? What do you need for the production? What do you need for the post-production? For the pre-production, focus on one tool, pay for one tool. Like for example, you pay for a Claude and use all the other tools for free. For the production phase, pay for one wrapper. That's it. Okay. Now you can choose between a Crea. There is also a tool called as Higgsfield, which you can pay for. Depends on what your use case is. If your use case is more towards the marketing aspect of things, use marketing aspects of things, just creating images and visuals, use a Crea or a Mid Journey. If you're focusing on creating proper videos, use your focus on moving towards Higgsfield. That will really help you. Now, in the post production, I urge you guys to either download a CapCut, a DaVinci Resolve, or Filmora, or if you want to go a bit pro, Final Cut Pro or a Premiere Pro. That way, your entire suite will be ready. Now, in terms of costings, you will be spending close to about $100, which is 10,000 bucks. And if you have that as a subscription for a month, getting a client double of that cost shouldn't be a problem. First time, if you have a profit and loss in the same way, good enough with your day job. But in the second month, you can slowly keep on increasing. The $100 is good enough.
Got it. Understood. Understood. And just I think the final question, from the time where we used to do this all offline together with the team and to now building these things with AI, right? What is the cost differentiation that we are seeing? Any multiples, any percentages that you can just refer?
Oh, it's huge, man. It's huge. Now we did that ad for Crafton where there was the entire fun fair of India and multiple hundreds of people and lightings and that particular death well and the entire camera crew lighting. If that would have been shot, it would have costed us more than 2 CR or 3 CR or 2 CR max for 3 days of shoot. With AI, we did that with three WhatsApp images and few $100. All right. So that's huge. That's a huge difference. But what we charged the client was not predominantly for the tools. We charged the client for the idea because the idea premium, the human premium, is what people need to focus on. The tools are democratized to everyone. What I'm using, everybody else is using. I've just made it a bit more complex for my clients by adding a VFX pipeline. But you don't have to necessarily go to that extent. You can just basically start off with these tools, and the cost difference you cannot compare, man. It's the entire industry is shifting in our market.
Got it. I'll take liberty of one final question, Shantanu, before I let you go. There's a lot of conversation around building that taste, being that creative, and still being more human. Any such exercises, books, resources that people should refer to and keep, or any practices that you would tell them, Kyar, if you keep on doing this constantly, you'll still remain, your thinking will still remain like what it is, and you'll not lose it to AI, right? Because a
Yes,
lot of people,
absolutely.
sorry, please.
Yes, please go ahead. Please finish your question.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, in all the questions that come in around the 2 days, this normally comes in, can AI do X? Can AI do Y? So we recommend them, you are the person driving it, right? But it is also important at the same time that you still work with that expertise. You have that your own creativity and expertise built up, and you use that to sort of drive AI, right? So in creativity, how do you still keep it intact? And yeah, that's basically about it.
Correct, correct. So, as per today's process, what we started off with was first building your own narrative, because otherwise AI will confuse the hell out of you. You will be like, yeah, I like this also, I like that also, I like this also, I like that also. That particular pushback to yourself first is very important. And that narrative framework that I gave people, the 7-day LLM, which I've also shared in this in my links, if people just practice that, what will happen is they will understand, oh, this is what where I am coming from. This is what I've liked. Oh, that is why I make these choices. Once that is clear, your journey towards using AI will be more like orchestration than just going with the flow. So that is the simplest thing. And keeping on making content and not just consuming content and not just getting these tools. Now, Outskill has been teaching everybody the entire tools. The job of the people right now, like in my Act 4, is go and contemplate what has happened. Our Act 3s are done. We have built an entire ad from scratch. Contemplate what has happened and then put it to the action. Otherwise, it will be of no use.
Got it. Perfect. Perfect. I think it was a delight once again today. Thank you so much, Shantanu, for joining us on a Sunday
Thank you. Om.
afternoon. But yeah, I think as always, we always enjoy these sessions. More people do than us now. So thank you so much for doing that.
Okay,
This,
somebody's been asking again and again, but I need to answer that. Mario was made using Nano Banana only. Nano Banana prompts we use specifically. We kept the prompts constant, and we built the entire workflow on Hicksfield Cinema Studio. So, for if you want to get into that, go for it, or just get in touch. We are also hiring on a constant basis, man. So, if anybody's really interested in filmmaking, please drop me a DM or just like get on my profile. Happy to get on a conversation.
wonderful. A session that also gives the opportunity only when you are able to do what you just taught, right? Send them the portfolio or a project. That would be a better thing to do.
Absolutely. Happy to do that. Done. Perfect. Thank you so much, Om. Always a pleasure co-hosting.
Thank you so much. We'll see you once again in future sessions. Lovely to have you once again. One second. Yeah,
Thank you, man.
perfect.
Bye. Bye.
Perfect. Folks, how was this? How was Shantanu? How was storytelling with AI, filmmaking with AI? The idea was not only to show you how a filmmaking is done, definitely, also how you look at images, how does these diffusion models work, how do you sort of look at the whole story line outline of the things whatever you generate, right? And this is the best example that we could create and show you that how you can keep creativity intact and have AI orchestrate AI and sort of get to the fruition of it and the kind of things you could achieve, right? So now, one second. Perfect. I'll also launch a poll to understand how was this session, a CSAT poll for us to understand. One second. The poll is on now. The poll is on now. You should be able to see it. Drop in your rating. 5 is the highest, 1 is the lowest, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in sequence. This was, we covered so far. We covered so far in the morning. We spoke about how do you build products without writing a single line of code? How do you build a web app? How do you build a landing page? How do you sort of, build different type of text? You know, Dilip showed you multiple things on that. And then post lunch break, we got into how do you work with images, videos, basically how do you do filmmaking or storytelling with AI, right? And that's basically the two. Now there's one final leg remaining for the day, right? The session will end at 7 p.m., folks, right? For everybody who's asking, right? Yeah, the final thing is what we are going to cover, which is going to be the most interesting one for all of them, right? Do you all remember what is the agenda for the day? Do you all remember the third session? What's going to happen there? Yeah. A lot of you are right, but I think only 60% people remember, right? Yes, we are going to now learn how can you make money with the skills that you learned in this mastermind. How can you make money with AI? How can you make money with AI? That's basically what we're going to focus on. Okay. Perfect. Do you guys want a 5 minute break or jump onto that? So there are two things. One second. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just quickly make sure. let's take a 5-minute break quickly. 4:20 is when we'll resume and get started. The day will go till 7 p.m. Okay. So let's quickly take a 5-minute break and jump back to the session. It's going to be an intense session once again. So make sure you take that break and come back. Now, let me just start the break as well. Give me 1 second. Got it. Folks, see you in exactly 5 minutes. See you in exactly 5 minutes. We'll get started with making money with AI in 5 minutes.
Turn your magic on, and you should say everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape. Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know.
Got it. Got it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Are we all back, folks? Are we all back? Are we all back? In the chat, are we all back? Yes? Got it. Got it. Now, I wanted to get started with making money with AI session. But you guys have a lot of questions around notes. You guys have a lot of questions around resources, and you guys are not stopping. You guys are not paying attention whenever we have spoken about that. We'll share it with you at the end of the day, right? But regardless, right? Let me give you that information first and then get into it. Okay? 1 second. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now let me share you and show you how and when will you receive it. Okay. Do you guys want to see that first, or do you want to get to the session first? Do you want to see how do you get resources and how? Let's do that. Anything is fine. Anything is fine, but a lot of you will not leave me, right? We have about a couple of thousand people, and even if 5% people say it's about the chat, gets spammed a lot. So let me do this, right? First. So for the next 10 minutes, I'll share you how are you going to get your resources, what are these resources, and how do you get it, where do you find it? And at the same time, then we'll get to making money with AI session, right? Once again, the day will end at about 5:30, not the 5:30. We'll try to wrap it up slightly sooner than 7 p.m. But that's basically how it is scheduled for. So make sure you are with me. Are you all able to see my screen? Confirm with yes in the chat. Everybody, pay close attention. You have been waiting for this moment to come. You have been waiting for this moment to come. So finally, yeah, let's pay attention. And I'm going to make it super simple for all of us, right? Certificate, resources, everything is covered. Give me 10 seconds patience, right? Yeah, may I know when the session notes and roadmap will be dropped? It is just getting right now. Wait, just tell me if you are able to see my screen. Okay. Don't make me ignore your chats. Okay. So with this, we have come to a final leg of the Gen AI Mastermind. Congratulations to all of you to do that. We still have one more session left, but before we get there, I wanted to share you a few bonuses. But before that, can we type in kudos in the chat for all of us? Can you turn the chat to everybody and type in kudos to all of you for almost, we have not completed, but almost completing it towards the end of it. Yeah, somebody was asking, I can't see the chat. Can you now see it? Can you all confirm this is a live session? How many of you are feeling this is recorded? Some people said it, right? Let me also show you. This is my phone. If you can see the time, 29th March, 4:24, right? I'm real. I'm not an agent yet. Kudos to everybody for completing it almost to the end of it. And we'll also sort of have one more session. But yeah, so far, you have spent almost 2 to 3 days with us, right? So congratulations for doing that. I'll turn the chat to host and panelist one more time, right? So what are the next steps now? From here, what do we do, right? Only the knowledge is enough? No. If you don't apply what we teach you, it won't be enough. It was difficult for us to get a few things for you, but we have tried to made it possible, right? And this is what it is, right? So what are the next steps? The next steps are for you to apply. And we are also going to give you a 7-day step-by-step process of what you should be doing as an action plan, right? But let's look at the most asked question. How do you get your certificate, resources, and if I am eligible for them? Perfect. Let's come to this. As you are completing the mastermind, we have some crazy bonuses for all of you and everybody. If you find the bonuses helpful, drop in some words in the chat, right? Drop in some interesting words. This is helpful. This is great. This is whatever you feel like it, right? Please don't spam. Once is fine, right? Everybody who's doing it, shout out to my name team. Please remove them, right? Let's keep it professional and let's keep it sincere and but keep it much more enthusiastic. So let's do that, right? Let's do that. Let's do it that way. Stop your bhashan and start the topic. Can we please remove Samit from the chat? Thank you so much. Perfect. Bonus one. You get access to. 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 You get access to all the recordings of this. Funny told you won't get it yesterday. Right. But what we try to do is everybody who signs up for the mastermind, everybody who sticks around, everybody who's eligible, we give you access to all the sessions that are conducted during the mastermind, and you get mastermind and its resources. And for all of you who have stayed till the end, you also are eligible for a certificate. If you have spent 80% of time with us, you also qualify for a certificate. But it will take some time for us to get here. Now I'll show you what are these resources, and I'll show you where will you receive them. Hang on with me. Will this be helpful though? Will this be helpful though? Perfect. That is bonus number one, right? Bonus number two, whatever sessions that we conducted, we have extensive workbooks for you to be able to practice. These workbooks will be shared with you on the platform along with the recording. I'll show you very shortly. But imagine this, we did about 3 to 5 sessions. Every session, there's a workbook attached so that you can follow along. You watch it, you watch the recording, you look at the workbook, and it becomes easier for you to go deeper and step by step and execute whatever you been learning. That's bonus number two. How is that? Works? Helpful? You guys doesn't seem as excited. For everybody who has spent 80% of time live with us, only gets these, right? So if you have not spent the time, if you don't receive it, please don't come back to me. There are at times people pay for these recordings, but based on eligibility, based on sheer, people who sort of spend time, we also enable that access. Perfect. That's bonus number two. Bonus number three. Can you guess now what this could be? What is bonus number three? Can somebody guess? Certificate is already done, folks. You will get the certificate. You will get the roadmap also. You get an access. You get an access to share this mastermind with your friends for completely free, right? We do these mastermind at almost nominal cost, sometimes free. When we do these partnership with influencers, we do these free also, right? But everybody who comes in, you have a chance to give this AI mastermind to your friends and colleagues, right? To your friends and colleagues. Once they sort of go ahead and sign up, they will be able to participate in these mastermind. That's the third bonus. So that you, not only you can access this mastermind, you can build those sessions, you can build the playbooks, you can build the products, but you have an opportunity to invite more of your friends into this, and you become an influencer amongst them. Oh, this person invited me to the session, right? Now the team is going to share the link very soon. I will also share with you right now, right? So let me also share, as I already confirmed, a lot of you who have stuck with us here, you have also earned your certificate. But you will receive two things: certificate and recordings in next 48 hours over your email. Team will edit our recordings, whatever you have seen so far. They will edit it, cut it properly, have those resources properly set up. Along with the certificate, you will receive it over your email, exactly where you received the link to join the session. Okay. Now, before I go ahead, let me show you where you will receive it. Okay. So let me show you first, right? Give me one quick second. I'm going to share a drive link in the chat where you are going to access these resources. So pay close attention one more time. Yeah. Oh, one second. Perfect. Perfect. I'm turning the chat off now. And here's the drive link, right? I'm sharing the resources link in the chat. Resources link in the chat. Once you come to this, you will see a folder. The first folder has roadmap, an AI generalist roadmap, a roadmap to become an AI generalist, right? We'll also add a roadmap to become an AI engineer or AI native engineer. One. Second, you have session notes. Session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have all the session notes here. Everybody who's asking, pay close attention. Look at this. The link is in the chat, by the way. Right? The third thing is workbooks. Building custom AI tools, building landing pages, building web applications, and image and video. What we just saw Shantanu do. You get 4 workbooks. The first session was fundamentals, so 4 workbooks. Okay. Now there is a fourth folder which is called as recording, which is empty, because this is exactly where the recordings and certain recordings will be uploaded, and we will anyway send it to you over an email along with your certificate. Okay. 4 bonuses. You get the roadmap, definitely. You get the session notes here. Workbooks are already here. Recordings are empty because our team will have to do the job to cut it down properly and share it with you. That takes time. That takes human efforts, right? We don't use AI to chop off recordings. It's not great, by the way. We have tried it. So it will take 48 hours for us to do that. You will receive your certificate and the recording over email in 48 hours. Also, at the same time, it will be uploaded just here, right? So even if you just check it here, you'll be able to see it in about 24 to 48 hours, right? By the end of Monday or maximum in the Tuesday morning, right? Perfect. Now in the chat, confirm that you have received the link and you are able to access it. There may be some traffic, but definitely you are able to access it. And this is exactly where you will receive it. And also tell me in the chat, when are you going to receive the recordings and certificate? How much time and how? Perfect. Perfect. You will receive the recordings in 48 hours along with the certificate over your email. And this is basically where you will receive it. We'll anyways share you the resources link one more time on your email as well, but it is on the chat also. Please go click on the link. You don't have to copy and paste. Click on the link, bookmark this, and you will be able to just have it then. That's it. That's it. That's pretty much it, right? That's how you get the resources. Now let me come back. Let me come back to our deck. Let me come back to our deck. I also told you how do you invite people. Let me share the link of inviting people as well. So in the chat, there, okay, Rajat. Rajat wanted a shout out, but this is a bad shout out. Rajat, please don't do this. Team will be removing you in a bit. Actually, let me do it myself. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry folks for the other disturbance, but you have 2 things in your chat. You have resources, the link of resources, which has 4 folders. And then you have second link, which is a link to refer your friends and colleagues. The certificate and recordings will reach to you in 48 hours when our team gets done with editing them, right? Okay, you got all the information. It's not over. It's not over. The day will end at 7 p.m. Wait, I'm just sharing since people were asking. You will also definitely get the invite link through email also. Everything that I'm saying, you will also get over an email. So don't worry about that anyways. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, folks. Now, a lot of you had questions about something, right? You had a few questions about something. So let me cover that as well. A lot of you also asked in the chat when we spoke about accelerator, do you have a weekend only program? Right? So, or some of you also were smart enough to go to website and tell us, oh, there's something called fellowship. What is that? Now we don't talk about fellowship in these programs, in these sessions, because it is not open for everybody to join, right? But I'll tell you in very brief what is that do we have and what exactly fellowship programs are that we conduct. So you have the information. And for select you who have interest, you can sort of try to see if you could be a fit for that, right? The fellowships program that we conduct and how are these different from AI generalist or AI engineers accelerator program is this, right? AI accelerator program are 14 days live program, which is, as I said, along with that, you get 1 year of weekly updates and 3 content libraries. And it is only conducted over weekdays and Saturday, Sunday, full 2 weeks, right? Which is fast paced. You learn and implement very quickly. And we go from level 1 to level 5 or sprint 1 to sprint 7 for journalist. It is the journalist one is for non-coders. The AI native engineers one accelerator is for coders. The pricing is 94,999, and anyone with high intent can pay and join accelerator with 2 options available, April and May, right? But for fellowship, that's not the case, right? 6 months, the fellowships are 6 months AI program. They are again with 2 tracks, tech and non-tech, which are 6 month long program, extensive, slightly deeper into all 5 levels. Because if you do it all together in a sprint, it becomes easier if you do it in 14 days. If you keep on coming just weekend to weekend and weekend, you need to gather and recap a lot of information. So these are 6 months weekend only program, quite extensive, quite deep. The time commitment is 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday only. We also do a few guest sessions over weekdays, but not more than about 1.5 hour, right? Overall commitment is 6 to 8 hours over weekends. It is slightly slower paced than the accelerator program, going slightly deeper into project building because you come back again every week and build that muscle. The habit formation is slightly deeper here because you take time, right? Depending on that. you also we also cover every level in every month, right? For example, we saw level 1 to level 5 of becoming a journalist. In accelerator, we do it through a 14-day track. In journalist, in fellowship, we do a month level cap. So level 1 is 1 month, level 2 is second month, level 3 is 3 month, and that becomes a 6 months program. The 5 levels are 5 months, and then you do a capstone project at the end of the session, at the end of the program, and that becomes the 6th month. It is, once again, the non-tech one is for non-coders and project focused learners. Tech one is for people who have understanding of code. It is mandatory to have an understanding of code. It may be slightly tricky if you want to transition because we do a very heavy lifting on code and building those solutions, enterprise scale solutions there, right? The structure is almost same of tech and non-tech. The pricing is 6 lakh rupees. And if you get accepted, you can get it up till 2 lakh rupees, 195 with scholarships if selected. But as I said, this is not for everybody to come and join. There is no payment link that comes here. This is based on selection after a 1v1 interview. And then we try to do one batch every 6 months. And we are almost ending this quarter. So next quarter, we are starting our batch on April 2026. Now, let me give you slightly more context since you are hearing about this for the first time, right? What is the enrollment process in this one? What is the enrollment process for this one? 1 second. What happened? 1 second, folks. My screen is lagging for some reason. My bad. Perfect. Yeah. What exactly is the enrollment process and how does that happen is through this, right? I have a question. What are the advantages engineer would have over non-tech guys? So a lot of things that an engineer do is closed source. A lot of things that a marketer or a designer or a people from non-tech do is outsourced. It goes out, and internally you build products for your team. You can't sort of take any action towards security. But we'll come to that, right? What happens is this, right? You do not find a single payment link to join this program because we handpick every single candidate that becomes part of the fellowship, right? And or everybody who was part of building the program is one who takes the interview, right? And normally what happens is we have 6 to 7,000, sometimes couple of 10,000 people who join these masterminds, and it becomes difficult for us to spend time in just taking interviews. So we introduce a booking fee, right? And hundreds of people always, whenever we open, they rush to book an interview if it were free. But normally we have an application fee of 5,000 rupees or $200, similar to every top university or elite program, right? Which ensures only people who are most committed and driven can attend this interview. And if you are selected, this booking amount is adjusted, or if you're not selected, this is completely refunded. We invest our time, personal time. I take these interviews at times. Funny takes these interviews. You'll be meetings, if you do that as well. But today we thought, since we are at the end of the session, we'll remove this booking fee and we'll keep only 150 slots open, right? So what we'll do is I'll drop in the link of booking in the chat. You will find two links in the chat. One is of accelerator that you already have it. The second link, block your 1v1 interview here. Click on the Calendly link. You will find 150 slots in next 2 to 3 days. Block your interview. You won't have to pay the registration amount of 5,000 rupees if you are in under first 150 people. And once you fill out the Calendly, select the right option of with code or without code. Let me show that to you as well. With code and without code. What do you mean by with code, without code? Let me show this to you. The screen is loading. Perfect. So this is basically how it looks like. Once you click on the booking link, you will see this interview for an AI generalist fellowship. Now this link itself will also qualify you for an interview of an AI engineering fellowship as well, right? There are 4 days and only 150 slots available, 30, 31, and there is 1 and 2, right? We'll only spend 4 days. You click on 30, for example, let's say you are open to do an interview at 7:20 p.m. Once you click on next, this is the form that you will see. Type in your name, email, and phone number. Select what industry do you belong to, along with experience, definitely. And which track are you interested in applying for, with coding and without coding. With coding basically means you want to build and learn agentic AI principles. You want to build multi-agent systems and build production-ready apps. Without coding, basically everything that you saw in these 2 days were majorly for without code, right? So if you want to become an AI generalist, if you want to work with with the tools which are available to the market and you are sort of working with them, right? No matter, and if you are not clear, which track is right for you, select without coding, add your URL, add your LinkedIn profile link, and our team will come prepared and tell you the solution, right? And why do we do these interviews, right? These are not interviews, by the way. These are definitely interviews for us to identify the right people. But why we also do that? This becomes a consulting opportunity also for us and you. If you are not clear about what should I do in the world of AI, I want to do something, but I'm not clear. I don't know exactly what should I do in the next 3 months to become an AI journalist or AI engineer, right? So this place becomes for you to explore what does your next 3 to 6 months look like. While for us, we check 3 things. What is your intent? What is the tangible outcome that you're looking out of the 6 months? Second, do you have a commitment? Can you spend 6 to 8 hours every week for 6 long months? We try to achieve a completion rate of 90 or above 90%. And it is very important for us to make sure that you are attending, you are working, you are delivering, because a lot of time you will be working in groups. The third thing that we check is Are you a community fit? What is community fit? Let's say you are a marketer. Let's say you are a data engineer. We are trying to cover something which is, let's say, design for some, right? And design is not something which is your, expertise. So what do? Do you go outside, find someone who understands product design, reach them out, and then get the help? You might miss out 3 weeks. That is why we check what is your domain expertise and would you be able to contribute in community to other people if they need help. And similarly, when we are doing these interviews, we check who will be able to help you as well. And you will be able to gather and take more from community. So give and take. We follow that example. But what we teach is AI and AI only, journalist or engineer, whichever track that you choose. 55% of our community consists of founders and working professionals, right? Founders and working professionals over 5 to 10 years of experience at average. 40% of people are over 10 years and 10% of people are 0 to 2 years, people who are students building their own agency or freelancing or recently are into the job market, right? At an average, the median experience of someone who's joining an engineer's fellowship or the journalist fellowship is above 14 to 15 years. For engineers, it is much higher, above 18 years. For journalists, it is about 14 years because it is much broader stream. We have people from Microsoft who have been learning with us, people from Swiggy, Cred, a lot of the brands that you already know and see. This is world's largest AI community that we have been running for almost 2 years now. People who are specialized, spending 6 to 8 months learning AI, building projects. And this is how it looks like, right? This is a WhatsApp community of one of the batches. This is the WhatsApp community of one of the batches, and there are much more initiatives that go on. We recently did an event where we had everybody install OpenClaw and have their marketing automated completely. People were able to generate a landing page in about seconds, not even minutes. But that is after 8 months of dedication. Can't you do that yourself? You can definitely do it yourself. The roadmap is exactly the same. I've shared you the resource link and the roadmap already. You can take your own time and do it. It will take you just slightly longer time or more than double the what we have for you. But this is an opportunity. If you feel this is right, you can block the interview. Once your interview is done, based on that, in case if your profile is accepted, you will be qualified for a scholarship of 50%. And the pricing that will come down will be 1,95,000. We'll consider you from one of the three scholarship: academic experience, academic excellence, workplace. If you have done some great projects in your work, you have some built case studies built. We definitely have sports and outskill community scholarships as well. We have been running this venture for 5 years, so people who are repeat customers come in as well, right? The final pricing of the program, if you get accepted, will become 1,95,000 for the complete 6 months, right? You can take 2 to 3 minutes to book your interview, or you can also block your seat in the AI accelerator program, last few whichever are remaining for the April batch, and the next few will go to May batch. Both the links are in the chat. I showed you how exactly you could do that. Give me 1 second. 150 interview slots are free for you guys to book. Everybody who wants to do that. And a few seats remaining for AI Accelerator, which is open as well. So take the opportunity to do any one of them, right? That is basically about the resources. That is basically about, your where will you receive the recordings? How will you receive certificate? What is the weekend only program that about 3,000 messages that I got during lunchtime and yesterday Funny mentioned. And at the same time, how can you get access to them? Okay. Now, 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 let's come back to the money making session. But there are few questions. Let me quickly skim through the chat and let's come to that. 50% scholarship is not for accelerator. It is only and only for AI fellowship if you get selected. If you get selected, right? AI accelerator is 94,999.95. My bad. 94,999. And fellowship, the price is 6 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees, my bad. I juggle prices. If you get selected, it drops 2 lakh rupees. That's basically how it works, right? Perfect. I'm asking for drive material link, please, sir. Vishal, just scroll above. You will find it. I just shared it. Can we pay in EMI? You can. We have, folks, we have EMIs, right? We know the pricing is steep and getting those people is very difficult as well. So we understand that. But the pricing, if you get selected, once again, we have 3 to 6 months of EMI options available, and team will help you in case if you get selected. Even if at this point, you don't feel that I don't know or I'm not clear about what I should do with AI, block the call. You will be speaking to one of our AI consultant. One of them is me, one of them is Funny. You'll also meet Dilip sometimes. And you can have a conversation about what your next 3 to 4 months should look like. Right? So you will get clarity, and we will also get clarity if this fellowship will be able to contribute in your journey or not. That's basically the intent of it, right? I'm getting an error. How many of you are getting error in booking? What is the problem? Can you describe me in the chat? When you say error, what is the error that you are seeing? Okay. Yeah, this is strange. Okay. You can pay an installment if you get selected. Yeah. Perfect. Can you share the drive link again? Let me share that. We have a session left, folks. We have a session left. We have not covered make money with AI. So we have a session left. Why are you spamming once again? Who is this person? Rehan, as a student, should I apply for cost time is an issue? Students only have time, but yeah, this is not for students. Please don't apply. Students have time. Take the roadmap, do it at your own pace. All the resources for AI generalists. It will come. It will come. I told you, Priyashri, right? You were there yesterday also. It will come, and wait till the end of Monday. It will come to you. It will come to you. Wait. Our team is already doing the job. They are working on Sunday for you guys. Okay. Perfect. 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 I'm just looking at any final questions before we get to the last part of the day. The program is completely online, folks. 6 months is completely online. Got it. Perfect. 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 If you get selected, definitely EMI can keep on running and you can sort of complete your enrollment. But yeah, let's come to make money with AI. Can you guess who's the mentor for make money with AI? Who do you think is coming us to teach? सबको वैभव चाहिए कॉल पे है. Why no response? Please share notes. How many times do I share notes? I shared, you know. Let me share you one more time. Please save the links, folks. Please save the links. And if you don't save the links, we are anyways going to send it to you over email in next 2 days, right? So please have patience or save the link, right? Perfect. Raj Shamani is coming? No, no, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Okay. Perfect. So let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. How do we make money with AI in 2026? Now, let me share you the roadmap to building income streams with Gen AI, right? Who is the mentor? Yours truly. I'm head of GTM and community for AI for engineers category. I also have ran a community of 10 million people and teaching them how AI can help them get better, faster, cheaper. And at the same time, I have been able to make money with help of AI. I'll show you how. Right? I'll show you how. But during the time we do the make money thing as well, the booking link is still on. I'll inform you once that is done. You can take the time. You can take the time to sort of book your call. Okay. Perfect. So let's get started with make money. Your hard work is done. Take Take your seat back and relax. No more note making. No more note making. Just look at the screen, what's happening, and keep on responding to me on the chat when I ask you the question. Right? Keep on responding when I ask you the question so that I know that you are understanding and you are getting ideas. Let's work together. Let's work together. I'll give you ideas and let's see if we can find your way of making money. Would you like to find your way of making money with AI? Yes? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Let's do this. Let's do this. Keep on answering and noting it down for yourself in the chat as I ask you these questions, right? The AI economy is exploding quite literally, and it's creating opportunities for individuals along with corporations. The corporations, even today, are very slow in adopting AI, but they need people who understand AI and can translate for their workflows, for their problem statements. And after 2 days of understanding AI, do you feel? Actually, give me this answer in the chat, right? How many, if you do, let's say 10 things out of 100% of your work, how much of work do you think you will be able to apply AI to? 20%, 30%, 40%? How much? How much? How much? Now, after 2 days of intense, 2 and 3 days of intense experience, 50%, 90%, 70%, 40%, 30%? Got it. Depending on the years of experience and the domain that you are, 20 to 90%, actually 50 to 90%. Interesting, interesting. That's great insight. That's keep that with you. Keep that thought with you. The overall industry is about $390 billion USD at an annual growth of 30% year on year. Year on year, it has already grown by 30 to 40%. And with Claude and with other platforms coming in, every week there's a new coming in. The annual value of Gen AI, which adds to economy, is 4.4 trillion. At the same time, people who understand AI and can translate into workflows and can do problem solving, management consulting, and can help companies adopt AI and get them better, faster, or cheaper. The salaries of those individuals have increased by over 50%. Now, you may not be seeing this, right? You may be only seeing layoff news, right? Why? Because there is someone in your team, or maybe you are the one in the team, and your rest 9 people in the team are not learning and implementing it, right? And you can be the one. Now, let's get into details of it. Why do we feel, and what we have seen in the last couple of years, and why do we feel 2026 is the golden window of being an AI journalist or an AI native engineer? Because right now, AI tools are now mature. You remember when ChatGPT came in, it was still hallucinating a lot. Claude also at that point of time still had a lot of limits and it did not used to perform great. After 3 to 4 years of existence, almost 3.5 to almost 4 years of existence, tools which are GPT, models of Claude, Gemini, are hard tested so much that today they perform better responses. They perform better than humans. There's a bench called SWE bench. When you go to platform called artificial analysis, I don't know if Raghuveer or David showed you that, right? You'll be able to see how better AI tools are at the tasks that humans do today. And in some, they are 90% better. Software tasks are over 80% better. People who are marketers, designers, AI can do almost 60 to 70% better than humans today. Not tomorrow, not later from the day. And these are production ready tools. These are not now anymore hobby tools. Okay, can I use Canva, say something and build a beautiful portfolio? It's not like that now. These are production ready tools that everybody can use and build on top of it. And the great part, you don't need a degree to use these tools. You don't need a degree to build the portfolio, and you do not need a degree to execute and get that 50% of hike. The cost have also come down. GPT, when it was launched, about good $20 was the cost for the month. Today, you have a 99 rupee plan. Just imagine that, going from almost 2,000 rupees, 2 to 3,000 rupees, to coming to 100 rupees a year. a month, my bad. Emergent. Emergent from 14,000 a month, a pro plan, which is right now, you can still access the same plan at 99 rupees as well. And through partnerships, it gets easier. But yeah, the API costs also are dropped by over 90% in the last 2 years, which means building AI products is just getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. If you know how to adopt them, you will be able to use AI and do a better job than a salary of a human. We do this at Outskill. One person is able to do 3 to 4 people job very easily and simply because we have been learning, adopting, constantly building with help of AI. And today, a few years back, companies were still sort of contemplating, can AI do something? Can we actually build something with AI? Now it is matured. Business today desperately need AI talent. HSBC laid off 10% of their staff. Oracle India laid off about 10% of the staff. But it does not mean that they don't need people. The jobs which are now in trend are people who know AI and can do it in their own job. AI jobs have just skyrocketed. And 70% of the US companies today are already planning to increase AI hiring in this year. Dilip showed you an example of how do you build those resumes and where do you find them as well. But a lot of people in India and the globe, apart from countries like India, US, UK, a few people in other countries as well, are still first movers. It is not deeply penetrated. It needs access, skills of people like you to give them as services and have that deeper penetration of AI. AI skilled freelancers earn an average of 40%, minimum 40% more than any other freelancer. That's what we have been seeing. These are some stats. So there are 5 ways to make money with AI, right? You can pick one and go deep and start earning. So before we go deep there, I'll first share what are the questions you need to answer, right? First of all, answer me this in the chat. How much time do you have in a week that you can spend on AI? In the chat. How much time do you have along with the job, along with your entrepreneurship, along with your college, along with wherever you're doing? This is on top of whatever you're doing already. 20 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. Okay, note that down for yourself. Second is your passion. Out of this 5 to 6 sessions that happened, which one session piqued your interest out of the 5? Do you want to go into images and video side? Do you go into building websites? Do you go into building apps? Do you go into building automations? Do you go into building custom agents? What do you want to do? Okay, got it. Great. Keep that noted for yourself. Once again. Now, tell me this. What is the industry do you belong to? And do you see an opportunity to apply that AI skill in that industry? For example, if you said, I want to build AI agents and I work in healthcare, can you build AI agents for healthcare use cases? Can you find out? You said, right, I can apply 60% AI in my work. Can you find use cases that people are struggling with, that companies are doing manually, and you can make their job better, faster, or cheaper? And then apply the skill that you selected. For example, if you said, I want to build images, let's say, right? And I am an expert in marketing, right? So or let's say I'm an expert in fintech, finance, right? Can I build images? Can I build ad creatives? Can I build sort of social media posts for finance companies and give them that as a service? Can you relate that? Are you able to think with me? Yes, no? Are you able to find these use cases? Got it. You can go as technical as possible. For example, you are an ERP engineer. Can you automate the manual pipeline with help of the automation tools like N8N or LangChain? You are a software tester. Today you do testing with your own hands, you do manual testing, automated testing, right? Can you build an AI test agent which can do that testing one for yourself first so that you can prove inside, and then you take that and go into different organizations and do that? Abhinandan, our team will reach out to you. You have dropped your in the chat. We'll check it and confirm back. If it is not there, we'll make an exception for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Can you type those use cases in the chat? I can apply, I can build agent for X. I can do whatever your passion. My passion is building agents. My passion is vibe coding. My passion is X. And I can do Y. I can apply it in healthcare. I can apply it in Y. I can build a test agent designer. Data analysis, vibe coding. Can you type a one full statement? I love marketing. Okay. Passion for building agent for IRCTC booking. I think that's whole of India. Sudeep. I'm in creating marketing and sales collaterals and data analysis. Okay. I can build test agent designer. Okay. Wonderful. I can build an AI voice agent for customer representative. Great. Voice agent and agent building. My passion is not to be average. Tell me, how are you not being average? Agent for contract review, storytelling with videos. I can build agent for code cases optimization work. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can build agents in the area of the regulated cannabis industry. Franklin, build that and send it to India. So there will be, okay, I need to think of this more. No worries. If you don't have it right now, think about this more, right? Now, let me tell you how you should think about this, right? You have those 4 answers ready. Now, let's go into the ways of making money. The first way is you starting to become a freelancer. First of all, whatever you said, try to build a prototype with whatever we have taught, with all the workshops, workbooks, and resources that come to you. Build a prototype that you can show people, that you can demo it with people, and then start freelancing or consulting. What is freelancing or consulting? Freelancing and consulting basically means a company has a problem, you are an expert. For example, I have 10 years of experience in leading growth marketing for businesses, right? And I have an expertise in education industry, right? So can I look at my growth marketing skills, build a few agents, build a few solutions, build a few automated workflows, and see if I can get to more education organizations and sell them my service? Or I can find relevance. I have done growth marketing for education. Can I do the same with FMCG? And there are two things. One is consulting. Consulting basic. How many of your consultants are you in the chat? How many of your freelancers and consultant? Okay, good, 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 good. Good chunk, good chunk, good chunk. So you already know consulting is basically a company has a problem and you tell them how to solve a problem and train them on how to solve a problem. Or you can take an agency route and also solve that problem yourself. Right? That's a very simple difference. You can choose to do it, whatever makes sense for you. If you don't have time, do the consulting. If you have time, do that solutioning as well. Second, whatever problem you are solving, see if it is a big enough problem that people will pay for as a product. Whatever solution that you wrote in the chat, do you think it could be a product? You can build a small product out of it. For example, I have 10 years of experience in fashion. And the problem that I face with people, whoever comes to me, is they don't know how to style their clothes. So instead of you working with one people and styling their sort of clothes and wardrobes, can you build a SaaS product instead, which can go to thousands of people and which has your own expertise in the back, right? AI to check pollution radiation in India. Great. That's a good example. That's a good start. Can you drop in some examples? On-prem systems are possible. 1 second. For on-prem systems, not possible. It is possible. That is exactly why we have an engineers track where we teach you on production, on-premise solutions, right? Because you work with security, you work with compliance very closely, and you have to keep that in check. That is why we have an engineers track separately, right? We have people who work at Adobe, we have people who work at Microsoft Copilot who come and train how do you build these on premise. Thank you for examples on education and refining my prompt. Okay, Adriana, AI to check electric short circuit. Okay, okay. AI doing learning needs analysis and suggesting learning pathway. That's great, Kamna. I already used it to build SaaS product, not just micro. I designed the architecture and it can help me code faster. Recipe sharing platform. That's great. Mihai, if that's how you spell your name. For business ops, got it. Are you guys getting ideas? Are you guys getting ideas? That's the second way of how do you build a micro SaaS product. For example, I'll tell you one of the product that we are building, right? A lot of people come to us who have no understanding of AI, but they can't spend 2 days long, right? A lot of you can't. You guys are the most active ones that you have spent 2 days with us. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to build a very small app where you can learn AI in a short bits of content, right? And it is a mobile app where you go sign up and you say I can, for example, Duolingo for AI, right? You say I can learn 5 minutes, I can spend 5 minutes a day in learning specific skill. I can learn, I want to learn how to do vibe coding, but I can only spend 5 minutes a day. So an app will create a pathway of 30 days where 5 minutes a day you keep on learning, and in 30 days you learn what is vibe coding and you're able to build apps. That is one idea. It will come out soon. We'll tell you about it. Right? Third, 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 AI content creation. Can you build pipelines of AI content generation? How many of you have seen WebHub's content? WebHub's Instagram and YouTube. Staying ahead community. Are we all present? Yes, we are. All the videos that you see WebHub record is AI generated. But do you know how much do we pay for that? Do you know how big is the team that does that? You don't. But we pay a lot, right? So if you like what Shantanu showed you, can you be a person who can help people save time? What do founders need? They want to save their time, right? Why? Because then they can spend time on making important decisions. Who is Weber? Weber Sisanthi is founder of Growth School. And also he runs a Staying Ahead community. A lot of you people are part of that, right? So all the content, let me actually show you. Let me actually show you. For people who don't know who's Weber, I'm surprised, but let me show that to you. 1 second, folks. Perfect. How about I share my screen and do that? 1 second. Yeah. So you go to Instagram, you go to Webhub. This is Webhub Sisanthi. He has 1.6 million followers. All the content that you see, is completely generated via AI pipelines. Exactly what Shantanu showed you, the same process, by the way. Weber has not shot a single video in last 2 years. And the page went from 200K to 1.6 million people. And there are multiple examples of this. I'm sure a lot of you would already know this. I mean, for some who don't. How much Weber pays for it? Good question. But AI video is not monetized by YouTube, right? It's not, no, it is monetized. It is monetized. It is not a problem. But if you completely spread false information, then YouTube will monetize you. Who was Shantanu? Sorry, forgot. Great, Aditi. You don't remember the mentor. We just showed you how to do video storytelling. We have not faced a single problem with AI videos in last 2 years. And the YouTube channel, actually, let me show you YouTube channel also, right? This is YouTube. Let's look at Web of Sisanthi. He was at 80,000 followers when he started his channel with AI content, right? How much followers do you see right now? How much followers you see right now? None of the videos, apart from this one, definitely. None of the videos have been shot by Webov. This is all done by team. This is all done by the team that helps us. Here's Webov. Where is it? Yeah. The whole content that you see is done by a team that works on his content, which is completely AI generated. Can you do that? How many of you want to? Because please don't spam, not appreciated. I'm going to ignore you for the rest of the session. How many of you are building any form of content in the chat? Or how many of you are interested or you believe you want to build content that Shantanu showed you? And you will be able to do that. You can charge anywhere for one reel, for 1 60-second reel. You can charge anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 rupees, Indian rupees. And if you have international clients, you can charge anywhere between $150 to $300 per reel, per 60 seconds. Right? We pay slightly higher price, definitely. Already built ads company, ads for a small company, but need to learn more. Yeah, that's why we do these sessions. The fourth way, as a lot of you are interested in and were, is that, can you build custom bots? Can you build agents? Which is, for an example, I spent a good amount of my time in entertainment industry, or let's say events industry, right? Let's not get to entertainment, events industry, right? So events industry has, let's say we were doing an event and there were 10,000 people who sort of signed up, but we wanted to qualify. We only wanted people who are, of that particular target audience who should come, or we wanted a few speakers, but we did not have time. In normal case, there was one person who called all the people, understood their intent, or we asked them to fill a form, did all the scraping ourselves of who is right, who is not. We did all the data analysis and then shortlisted 50 to 100 people who can potentially be our speakers, and other people who were signed up, but they also had good brands they could sponsor. Now, can you build an AI agent that can take a look at my data, understand my requirements, and give me that data? Not only that data, but once we shortlist people, it does the call to them and gives me the data if they'll be interested or not. A very simple example, building sales agents, right? I have an experience in sales, let's say 20 years of experience. I exactly know how a sales engine looks like, workflow of sales looks like, right? And I know I have 100 people sales team, but they are only churning and churning leads. They are daily calling 100 people. Some 60% to 80% are not even responding. They're not picking the call, but the time of our agents is going for a waste. We are paying them, right? Imagine if that's the use case. What do you do? Can you build an AI sales agent which calls 5,000 leads? Whoever picks up, it understands the intent, and then you have a 10-member sales team which does the call only and only to interested audiences. Your cost goes down drastically. Your sales, your conversion gets better drastically. Your time saved is a benefit as well. Can you drop in your examples in the chat? What are the kind of agents can you build to automate a human interaction? I have been into events and hospitality for the last 27 years. A lot of scope. Baldeep, I have spent about almost 10 years in entertainment and hospitality. I can just see a whole industry building out of AI for entertainment or AI for hospitality. IT support agent. Yeah, the best use case you might have already heard is customer support agents, sales agents, right? Hotel booking, receptionist. Backend developing in different languages. Yes, I can build agent for mapping GIS field. Okay, nice. GIS field. Explaining my products to the customer in a good way. Yes, definitely. CPG processes, 100% Marco. Recovery agent. Okay, now we are getting the good answers. Workout and health agent. Okay, it can't help me do stuff, but yeah, okay, I get the point. Downloading all documents and records of HR, travel agent. Okay, interesting. You all are getting a sense of it. I'm a customer service agent. What will be my pathway to AI? These 2 days were your pathway. Retail VM designing. Okay. A bot that makes agents for businesses. Okay. That's slightly complex, but you have the skill set definitely. The fourth is AI production services, right? AI production services. Now, how is it? Now, is content creation video services not same? No, it's not same. It's not same, right? AI content creation specifically focuses on content and content only, YouTube content, Instagram content only. It's a big enough industry. AI image and video services is when you build these AI apps, right? Can you enable multimodal features into it? For example, imagine building an AI interviewer, right? Or let's say you do the full production. You have shot podcast, you have shot an offline podcast, right? How do you sort of edit the full thing? How do you sort of create collaterals out of it? So full stack agency, right? Full stack image and video agency. That's basically what it is. I want to build an Indian video editing app better than CapCut. Great. If you need support, please reach out. I can build agents, but will be confident of. Okay. After working, can I be AIG by self-learning? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. UX designer opportunity. Figma has its own AI Kushi. Please explore that. Interested to good story using. Okay. I can build automation on N10, create agent, educational teaching bot. Now tell me this, out of these five, which one relate with you the most? Out of the time, how much time do you have? What is your skill set? What is your passion? And the industry that you are, which one makes the most sense for yourself? Note that down. Note that down. Also drop it in the chat, definitely. If you are in tech, it can get much more complex and interesting when you come to consulting. Building, how do you help a business automate their full marketing team, right? With multi-agent systems. A lot more interesting. I can share you some other day when we do that. The first one, if you select AI freelancing and consulting, this is how it looks like, right? What you can offer. This is a template. Use this, right? Use this. Take a screenshot. This will come as part of recording also. Prompt engineering for enterprises. People don't know how to write system prompts. That itself is a service. AI workflow automation with help of Zapier or Make.com. How do you integrate Chat GPT or Claude in their services? For example, Claude today has skills and integrators and connectors. How can you just help? People are charging $6,000, upwards of that, to just install OpenClaw, which is just a tool which can be set up through one curl request. I'll not tell you what curl request is. Very simple. Please Google it. But imagine this. People are paying money to set up Claude with their own business integrations. How do you do AI strategy sessions for SMBs, which is basically consulting? How can a SMB, how can a small to large businesses involve AI? What are the productivity gains that they could see? You do that consulting and do that. At the same time, custom GPT or bot development. We already spoke about that, right? What is the earning potential? You already have it. I won't repeat what's on the slide already. Where to find the clients? The best platform always for finding people who make transaction is LinkedIn. LinkedIn outreach. Keep on posting some content around what you are doing, what you are good at, what is your passion, and what you want to offer on LinkedIn. Keep on creating content around that. And whoever people are there in your niche, in your industry, in your sort of that network, keep on reaching out to them via DMs, right? The second is Twitter DMs and building in public. Whatever you're doing, try to post on Twitter. Building in public is very big there. Keep on reaching out to people on Twitter as well. And second is there are a lot of very closed and curated Reddit communities and indie hackers, which you can do. And a lot of you will also find local business networks. For example, a lot of you would be part of BNI groups. If not, you will have some local business venture going around. Start with that, right? And then And then there are niche communities where you'll find people. For example, Outskill is a community where people who are business owners or tech professionals come to learn AI. So if you are someone who's building something in learning space in AI or wherever, Outskill community will be the best for you to be active and contribute, right? Take that as an example. If you are building an AI micro SaaS product, this is exactly how the pipeline works. Identify the pain point. What is my expertise? Once again, go always back to that. Get into the industry that you know first. Identify the pain points that you can solve for not only one, but 10 people together as a pipeline. And then wipe code the MVP. Build an MVP, what Dilip showed you in the morning. Use AI to build in days and see if it can replicate and solve the problem that you're trying to. Once you have an MVP built, get it tested by 10 to 15 people, either inside your organization or people outside which are in your network. Then launch and validate. Launch GTM. Launch, get 100 users. Your first 100 users through platforms like Product Hunt, Twitter, Build in Public, and communities like Indie Hackers and Reddit, which also give you that. And once you get a decent 100 to 200 sort of builders, it will give you enough data for you to understand how to price your service or the solution of that. And average range we see is $29 to $99. That's a good starting point to generate recurring revenue. And these are a few ideas that we saw are working great so far. And there is also a list that we'll share as to the ideas that you can look at, right? You can also use AI to do the research. For example, Perplexity can do the research for you. Claude can do intense research. You already saw, Gemini and Google Deep Research. AI resume tailor, because a lot of people are now looking for jobs, then they're applying to hundreds of jobs. So how do you tailor your resume 100 times? Otherwise, you won't get it. AI meeting notes plus action items. Fireflies do it very brilliantly. Nobody's doing it from India right this point. There's an opportunity. AI social media scheduler plus writer, right? Supergrow does the scheduling part. Writing, not great. Maybe it has an opportunity to get better. Or imagine this, if someone wants to build their own private social media scheduler plus writer based on their tone, based on what they do, based on their context, how do you do that? AI customer support bot, I think a lot of us discussed already. The third, AI content creation at scale. What are the content creation opportunities? Starting with blogging and SEO content, right? Shantanu shared Substack link, which is a blog, which is a newsletter and blog, right? So how do you build written content with AI and help people save their time? For example, if I'm a founder, Webber is a founder, I'm a founder. Let's say Funny is a founder that way, right? How do you, and we spend time on researching AI, we spend time on a lot of business decisions, right? But we do want to build a personal brand also. So what do? We hire people like you who are interested to write blogs for us, for SEO content for us, or for our businesses. Every business wants to get, the first rank on Google and also now get discovered on ChatGPT and Claude. How does that happen? Somebody who understands SEO, somebody who knows all the skills of geo can do that. So we hire you to do that for us. And at an average, you can charge about good $500 to $2,000 per month per client at an average of 10 blogs, 10 to 15 blogs. Second is LinkedIn ghostwriting. LinkedIn ghostwriting. What is LinkedIn ghostwriting? Let's say I want to write content on LinkedIn, but I once again don't have time. So you come in and help me out. You build LinkedIn posts for me that go on my profile. You don't get a feature, you only get money. That's ghostwriting, writing for someone else, right? Email newsletters, staying ahead community, you already know. Figuring out community, you already know. You are part of a newsletter chain where you get AI updates almost on a daily basis. We earn about $30,000 a month through our newsletters. And that is in ads. But once you deliver, once you help organizations with building and serving that newsletter, you can charge anywhere between a similar range of about $3,000 upwards. Same for YouTube scripts and thumbnails. Similarly, how can you help brands create educational materials, maybe course creation, maybe ebooks, maybe lead gen or lead magnets as it's called, along with marketing collaterals, which is ad copies, landing pages that you see. Without AI, we used to sort of churn out 2 to 3 blocks before. And the team that we used to work with only was able to manage our work and our work only with a limited money. Now with help of AI, 1, 2, 3 people are able to do a job of 15 people in a content agency. And this is normally how you should be able to charge, right? If you want to build AI bots and agents, customer agent support bot, sales lead agents, we spoke about it, internal knowledge assistant or RAGs, let's say, right? An average ticket size is $2,000. If you are a beginner, you have understood whatever we have taught you, you are able to build something interesting and you are able to solve a problem of that particular business. A 2K is a great start, a decent starting point if you are able to give them their output, right? And once you get much more deeper, once you, let's say, go deeper into problem solving, you're not only doing sales and lead gen, but you're also solving for nurturing in sales, internal knowledge system. You're not only delivering a chatbot over your knowledge system, you're also building a RAG, which is secure. You can go upwards of 20K. You can go upwards of 20K, 30K also, right? Because then you will not only be building the custom AI and bots, you will also be consulting them together and training their team on how to utilize these tools and how to utilize these platforms. I am an edtech content writer. What should I think about this? So, Arushi, think about this. Who are the clients that you're working with? How better, faster, cheaper. How many blogs you are able to write yourself? Let's say 5 blogs in a week. Now, with help of AI, can you write 20 blogs a week? Keeping the quality intact, your knowledge of content still remains intact, and you with help of AI are able to generate more output. If you are able to generate more output, let's say from 5 blogs you can go to 15 blogs, can you take 3 clients instead of one? If you can close one client, you can definitely close 3. So how about you go there? Finally, as I said, AI image and video services. A lot of brands, D2C brands, FMCG brands are looking for product photography. And you can charge easily between $300 to $1,500 per shoot. Now, what is this shoot? Because first you'll take a few shots offline, take a few pictures of the product, then use models like Nano Banana, then use models like Flux Flora or Kriya, and generate 500 images. You don't need 500, but you'll select 50 to 100 images, which will go onto their website, go onto quick commerce, go onto wherever those are getting sold. Why this is highly sought after is because these products, if the photos are great, they can sell at a premium price. And with help of AI, you won't need to go ahead and do the full shoot offline completely. With a few proper shoots, maybe a few iPhone shots, and then using AI can give you a proper pipeline of good shots. Second is social media visuals, right? Branded content for Instagram, not only for content creators, that is different. But imagine if Amazon is making content, right? A16Z, an investor, is making content. Branded content for Instagram and LinkedIn, which you can sort of generate. And in this case, you can get a retainer of at least 6 to 7 months, which is one client stays with you for 6 months. These are all benchmarks, folks. This is all people who have participated in our accelerator and generalist and engineers program who have gotten, and they do this. This is all data from them, by the way. People who have gone deep into the scales or have sort of, gone and done themselves for good 3 to 4 months themselves and then started earning from $200 to now wherever they would be. AI video ads, exactly what Shantanu showed you. YouTube thumbnails, AI avatar spokesperson, brand identity packages. A lot of new brands are coming up, and new products are coming up. How do you give them a brand identity package along with which has logo, brand kit? Brand kit is all their 15 types of logo that they would need. Along with that, how does that brand and colors look like? How do you polish their own design? A lot of UX designers would know this. This is what the opportunity is. This is how the global AI services market looks like today, and where exactly is the money is flowing, and how can you position yourself, right? As I said, AI consulting and strategy, one of the most biggest, because people who have 20 to 30 years of experience are getting into AI consulting because they have seen the problem in the last 20 years. They have deep experience and deep network to serve this market very easily. Custom AI development. Everybody who is into tech field or technical field, this is where your mastery comes and plays around, where you help companies build their own custom AI solutions, which are secure on-prem and inside their ecosystem. AI content marketing, right? Definitely great. You might have seen a lot of ads that we generate are also AI ads, along with a lot of other brands, a lot of D2C brands do AI content marketing, along with AI automation services, one of the best services to provide any SMBs, small and medium sized businesses. A lot of businesses in India, their workflows, 90% of it can be solved through AI automation services. AI training and education, that's where we stand also. And then AI image production, right? Services is definitely highly fragmented. There's no single player right now that dominates. That is why you have a chance. From skills to income, from skills to income, from skills to income, we are going to share your recordings. We are going to share you certificate. We are going to share you workbooks. What do you do with them is this. First week to second week, go deeper into those workbooks, learn the fundamentals, learn all the hard words that you did not understand, like prompting, AI models, vibe coding. What are these bots? Second, 3 to 4 week, build these products, ship out a solution, maybe an automation, maybe a bot, maybe a website. Find a right problem that a business is facing and solve it first yourself and then show it to them, which can be ready, which is on the internet, and somebody can come and use it. Ship a real product, solve a real problem. That is the best portfolio that you can ever create. If you have a portfolio where you have solved a real project, and if you don't have a degree, we'll hire you if you are looking for someone. By the way, we do this today. If you can solve a problem, you are more, you have higher chances of getting in. Once you build the MVP, once you iterate a lot of feedback and improve it, launch it live on products like Product Hunt, Twitter, get at least 10 to 50 real users, get those feedback coming in once again so that you can fine tune your processes. So whenever you take it to scale of 100 people to 1,000 people to million people, your product does not break, because once it gets to people, once it gets to real users, that's when you start understanding, oh, that one extra step in the process is costing me 10,000 rupees a month, or that one API call that I'm doing, which is not required, or which may, not impact the whole outcome of the product. I can just remove it and save 20% of the cost. And then how do you monetize? How do you monetize? We are not just talking about product, right? We are talking about project. It can be automation, it can be wipe, it can be bot, it can be anything else. Till month one, try to launch any of your services and get those feedback coming in, 10 to 20 users. Month three, try to monetize these skills. Maybe you're a freelancer, maybe you are building a product with SaaS subscriptions or serving any content packages or whichever service you choose to. And by the end of 6 months, about 7 to 8 months, 7 to 8 months, try to see if you have at least one source built. 6 to 8 months, that's basically how it looks like, right? That's basically how it looks like. What we have been able to do, everything that you saw is from the data of people who have participated in accelerator and fellowship. And that is what we have seen, which changes more than you think. Here's what focused AI learning unlocks. A lot of you people right now were in the chats. I know, but I still have to double down onto, what I could do. I can't code. Maybe this is slightly technical. I don't know how to monetize. I may need to think. Maybe I'm too late. There's too much happening. There's too much time for me to just catch up. Or I don't have time to learn in months. Just in 14 days of time, we have seen people ship products get contracts of $1 million. You just heard someone in the break. And I'm not joking, this is all real numbers. Believing that can vibe coded apps can run without being a developer till a time you are not scaling significantly, but at a decent time where you can keep your business, you keep your product running till a good 3,000 or 10,000 MRR per month. MRR basically is monthly revenue. And once you want to scale it, then you need a developer. But till that time, that is not a blocker. Being a developer is not a blocker anymore today. And you already, people who go through this journey already have 3 to 5 monetization paths mapped out. Somebody already starts consulting, they're already adopting AI in their work. At the same time, they are teaching to people and sort of helping them building their own agency. Right? That's what is possible. That's what is in your access today. What happened? Did my screen share again stop? Folks, are you able to see my screen, folks? No? Oh, wow. 1 second. There's something wrong. There's some setting which is collapsing. Okay, 1 second. I know what's happening. Yeah, folks. Yeah, understood. Here is it. You should be able to see it now again. So this is what people at the end of the accelerator or 14 days of program say. They have their clear path. They land clients. They have the portfolio. We don't promise jobs, by the way. We don't even believe that certificates matter, but we give you for whoever you need it. You can talk about it because we know that some companies respect certificates and they see that as proof of work. But people who go through this journey, can be 95% ahead of professionals in AI skill. You don't even know the opportunity yet. Go to your house, ask your cousin, ask your family if they know what's happening in AI and if they are doing something about it. And if you can help them do it, you are the first person. That's your first money made, right? This is how the revenue models are there in terms of comparing. How does it look like in terms of each of the services? Take a screenshot, folks. Take a screenshot. Also, at the same time, the link is still in the chat for AI Accelerator or booking a Calendly link, right? Once the 150 slots are done, you might have to pay that booking amount of 5K to block it, but click on the link and check if the slots are available. In case you have, that's great. Or if not, if you still feel it's for you, make sure you block an interview. AI freelancing, the first dollar, the first money comes in about 1 to 2 weeks. Monthly potential is 3 to 15K, depending on your skill and expertise and experience. Scalability is medium because it is human driven. Even when you have AI agents and all of that, that is when you get to a 15K, 20K peak. Then you will have to add more people or team members to sort of grow it more slightly more, right? But today, a lot of AI freelancers are stuck at 5K just by doing their own work by alone without using any tools, right? So with help of tools, you can get to this and slightly more. Micro SaaS, if you're building a product, give it at least 3 months of time. Don't look at your analytics. Look at your analytics, but not the revenue. Keep on bettering the product, talking to people, get that feedback coming in because this has good opportunity of monthly potential. People are also at some point of time earning more than 100K on a monthly basis if the product is great and wonderful, if you have done that job. Starting, you can see a good 2K to 5K range. But scalability range is very high because it is a product. It can be scaled to millions of people. Content creation, very quick. First week itself, you should be able to see this. Once you have a client coming in, once you have figured out your process, once you have figured out and done few reels, done few content pieces, it becomes easier to talk to clients, talk to people. If you can do AI content, I want your services. Right? So that's basically what you could do. Custom bots, it takes about a month's time if you're building custom bots because first you build it, then you test it, you understand customers need, based on that you iterate. Takes about a good 30-day project window. The earning potential is also high because a lot of B2B deals happen here. A lot of businesses need this as a service. and businesses have money to adopt where you can make their job better, faster, cheaper. At the same time, I said image and video, weeks time, 1K to 10K. Medium, because still editing is manual. There is a human dependency there, right? Effort level is still low because once you figure out the SOP, once you figure out the process, then it becomes easier to sort of churn out more content. What we recommend everybody is to start with freelancing, right? Everybody who's into 0 to 10 years of experience, start with freelancing, execute and have people adopt AI in their work. Everybody who's over 15 years of experience, start with consulting. But first, do build something of your own self so that you understand what you are saying is correct, if it will work out or not, right? Read a few research papers also. These are some mistakes that have killed a lot of AI side hustles. It is not going to be as simple as it sounds. You're not going to make $500 or let's say $50,000 in 6 months. But these are few mistakes that you can avoid. Avoid. Learning without building. A lot of you came and said, everything that you teach is on YouTube. Why are we staying here for 2 days? Because YouTube videos don't give you mentorship. They don't give you answer back. And they don't give you structure. You watch 5 tutorials of 5 different people and you are more confused than what you started with. We follow a structure. So tutorials don't make money, right? You have to build something. You have to ship something in your first 2 weeks. And the second is pick one niche, pick one problem, pick one path. Be very specific as to what you are doing. I build AI receptionist agent for hospitals. As simple as clear as that. I build AI receptionist agent for gyms. I build AI sales scholar for education, let's say. Right? I help education content creators with their content automation. I help marketing team with building landing pages, or I help companies in fintech create landing pages. Be very specific. What is the industry? What is the problem? What is the KPI or ROI that you are giving? Pick one path, go deep, master it. And definitely, a lot of you will relate to it. Definitely. Why not? How many of you think you have started freelancing, but it's not working out? How many of you think you started freelancing, but it's not working out? Because a lot of time you don't know how to rightly price your services, right? And we showed you a graph of how you should get started and what you can see. But at the same time, have case studies with yourself. Also have examples of how companies have adopted it, right? And the final thing is waiting for permission. No one will hand you a certificate that you are ready. Now go ahead and build and do something about it. You have to build it. You have to do it. You will get all the workbooks, but it won't make sense at all. It will go to waste if you don't do it, right? Can you comment in the chat that you will apply this, whatever you are learning in these 2 days? Even after applying, 90% of you won't do it. I know that. But can you at least take that step and make that commitment in the chat? I will apply. Don't say we will apply. Don't say it for the group. Yourself, you are responsible. Take it on yourself. Great. The final thing is that working alone forever. People at the top are collaborating. If you are building an automation agency, somebody else is doing something with content, collaborate. Their client may need automation or their agency may need automation. Don't take it as a competition. AI में बहुत competition है, बहुत लोग कुछ कर रहे हैं. So it means there is so much of opportunity. Communities, one of the best thing at the end of the 14 days, at the end of the 6 months, you know what people say? The best thing that have happened when I joined Outskill is not the course. Definitely that is, it stands 4.7 out of 5. But it is the community. People come from Disney, people come from companies like Microsoft, they work together in consulting projects and get millions of dollars worth of contracts. We can't show you these testimonials. These are confidential projects. But understand, when a person comes from 15 to 20 years of experience, what is the caliber? What is the experience that you get? And communities, working in communities, being active in communities, helping people out who are trying to do similar thing is what will make you win in the game. Right? That's basically how you make money out of one of the things. We showed you everything about it. And this is how your toolkit will look like. I think you should be already sorted because this is what we all covered in these 2 days. AI models start with GPT, Claude, Gemini, Llama. Image Gen, you already know Kriya, Higgsfield, Comfy, Flux, Midjourney. Automation, we showed you, a slight bit of Make. You looked at a lot of you already know Anytime, you've heard about it, Zapier and Relevance. Look at deployment. How do you work with Vercel, Replit, Netlify? Cursor, we looked at Emergent, we looked at Bolt, we looked at Replit, Windsurf, Video Gen already, bot building, API, voice flow, right? Monetization, there are multiple platforms, Gumroad, Lemon Squeezy, Stripe, Razorpay. Yeah, and you already know this because we just did this for 2 days, right? This is what we exactly want you to do for the next 7 days, right? Pick your path. Can you tell me in the chat what is your path right now? You don't have to stick to it, but what is the most common path that you see? Oh, this is basic. I know I could do freelancing, or I would build a SaaS product, or I would build content. What is that for you? What is that for you? Good, 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 good. Got it. Second, set up your own AI toolkit or workspace. Sign up on GPT, sign up on Claude, sign up on Emergent, right? Set up all of these accounts, have them integrated with each other, and start being an AI first professional. Don't rely on everybody. And then build your first project. Even if ugly, ship it. Make a post on LinkedIn. Make a post on Instagram. Tag us. We will support you. I will share it with my network. I have about good 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. I'll make sure you get that eyeballs. First mini project. Launch it. Launch it. Launching is more important than building it. Right? So do that. Optimize your LinkedIn profile with AI positioning. People who will give you services and money will look at your profile. LinkedIn is your online resume. Even when you don't apply, LinkedIn is how people recognize who you are, and that's the perception that you give to the world, that who you are, what are you trying to do. By day 6, reach out to minimum 10 potential clients. 10 potential clients yourself. It can be, and no friends and family. Start with businesses. Start with people who are in your network. You'll be surprised to know how many people are in your network who need these services. And then once you get enough feedback, keep on iterating the product, keep on bettering that service, and plan for the next 30 days of how you're going to make your first buck, first money, first check from AI. Because the time that you already speak to a lot of people, you'll already know, okay, this is the problem, this is what I can solve, this is what I could do. You have learned everything that you need to, by the way, right? In order to earn a good income. And I don't know how many of you have worked in startups, but the best time to start was always yesterday. And the next best time is now. You can choose to go deeper, participate in accelerator or fellowship with us, and have that understanding built in 14 days so you can make your first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 buy the products that you built, or get that next promotion in your organization. Or definitely, you can definitely, I'm not saying that's the only path. You can do this on your own, and that's what this session is for as well. And this is how the compound effect of going deeper, when you stick to one thing and start solving the problem and get deeper, this is how it looks like, right? It will take you good 2 years of time to say that now I can quit my job and commit fully to this. You start from first month of anywhere between $500 to $200 if you do things right, as we said. Month 3 to 4, you reach anywhere between 3 to 4,000. Month 6, you start exploring not one but now multiple paths. I am an automation agency, but I also do content and XYZ, right? This will not look like just this. This will be this, right? And people in our community have hit these numbers, by the way, right? Today, they are already here. They don't take 18 months. They take 3 to 6 months. And did I tell you that economy won't wait for you? Claude launched skills and market went down by 20%. If you don't do it, Claude will launch a product that will make your job redundant. And you don't know when that is going to come. The pie is getting smaller and smaller and smaller because AI companies want that. A lot of AI journalists who we are teaching want that. AI native engineers, your accelerator folks want that. And there are more people who are doing their own research and building on top of AI are getting to you. So if you don't start, that is it. You have got the foundation, you have seen the opportunities. The only question left is, will you act on it? Will you act on it? How many of you will act on it? I have just one personal request. I have just one personal request. When you act on it, please make sure you share your journey. Please make sure you share what you are building, what you are doing. And you can share it on DM, or best case is to share on LinkedIn post, so that when we comment, when I comment, when team comments, it goes to our network as well, right? And we have a cumulative following of good 200K on LinkedIn, Funny, me, Webhub, a few other all people combined. And we keep on giving that support to people who keep on building and coming through these masterminds, right? But how will you share if you don't know who am I? So let me do this. I'm sharing two links in the chat with you guys. One is my LinkedIn link. Second is my Instagram link. If you also stay updated with what's happening in the world of AI, I have recently started content creation as well. LinkedIn is anyways the platform for you guys to reach out in case if you need any help. But that's basically it, right? Let me quickly show you this as well. This is basically who am I. This is me. My full name on LinkedIn is Om Prakash Asnani. I'm also helping companies adopt Gen AI. I've trained over 15 million professionals through these masterminds. I'm a speaker and coach, top mentor 2024 and 2025 by ADP List and Top Mate and other platforms, right? This is me. And this is me on Instagram, omasnani.ai. Very recently started content creation on what's happening. And I'm currently doing a series of 30 days of building with Claude, where I cover how can you save your API cost, how can you sort of reduce your usage, how should you sort of save 90% on Claude API, how do you sort of make systems that make 20 lakhs, a lot of them, how do you get interviews with Claude, a lot of them, right? This is very recent journey. This is all human content, by the way. I am doing it to figure out my own content format before I automate it, right? This is my LinkedIn. This is my Instagram. Whenever you build something, whenever you sort of ship something out, please let us know. I will feel happy. That is it. No other thing. This is just a personal request, right? So make sure you connect. Make sure you sort of, make sure you sort of do that. Can you tell me when will we get the roadmap for AI journalist? We shared with you already, right? We shared with you already. Wait for 48 hours. You will get it on your email as well. Nutan, you will get that also in next 48 hours along with the package. Nutan PR, yeah. Perfect. With that, we come to the conclusion of the two-day mastermind. Thank you so much. It was wonderful hosting you. It was wonderful hosting all of you. We loved hosting these 2 days with you, right? Funny was occupied somewhere else, so he couldn't join today. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. Did you guys enjoy? Yes, no? Let me turn the chat. No, let me keep it to host and panelists. Folks, at this point of time, we are officially done with the mastermind. I thought we'll try to end it at almost 6:30, but we are 30 minutes before. So thank you so much for joining in. If you have time, I would like to take 20 minutes of your time and do a gratitude activity, right? Gratitude activity. And also at the same time, if you want to talk, I would request a few people to raise hands and come back, but not right now, at the end of it. Okay. At the end of it. All the resources that you are supposed to get, your notes, your certificate, the recordings will reach you in 48 hours on your email. Okay. Perfect. 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 So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do for everybody who wants to leave. Now is the time. Thank you so much for joining. It was lovely to have you. We will now meet over email. And that's how we will continue. Okay. Got it. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now let's end the session with a gratitude, right? I would request now stop the questions about certificates and resources. I covered it already. Now I'm turning the chat to everybody. I'm turning the chat to everybody. We'll spend 20 minutes. If you guys have time, you are feel free to leave whenever you want from the session, right? So let's do this. I cannot alone do these masterminds and workshops, right? Funny can't alone do this. We have a team that operates, right? So can we thank one team, as I say, right? And I'll tell you what they do as well, right? I'll also tell you what they do, so you guys have an understanding of it. Can we say thank you, operations and CRM team in the chat? Thank you, operations and CRM team in the chat. And please, when you're responding, turn the two to everyone. Wait, no, what is this? Who is this person? Folks, don't click any links that are coming on the chat which are not sent by our team. They may be spam links. Please do not click. It has happened before. That's why we don't keep the chat to everybody. But make sure you don't click it. This is on your perusal. Any link that only comes from me or the team, you can use that, or the ones that I show you. Thank you, operations and CRM team. Now, this operations and CRM team, what they do is this. This is a team who creates those WhatsApp communities where you guys join. These are the team who spends time on sending you communication, setting up this Zoom. Rajveer, please don't do no. Please don't do this. I don't know how to say this. Please don't do this. Please don't spam with long messages. Messages are fine. Operations and CRA team are going to work on editing your recordings, are also now going to work on building your certificates and send it to you. And in the backend, they do the job of, sending you the right messages. They also set up the whole Zoom session to make sure you get the right details on time. And a lot of time they answer you in the chat. So they are available across 2 hours. That's operations and CRM team. The second team is, can we say thank you, programs and content team in the chat? Programs and content. Who is this? Rehan, sorry, we'll meet you in another session. I'm removing out of the session. Thank you so much for joining. Perfect. Thank you, programs and content team. Programs team and content team, programs team specifically, it's their job to keep their eyes wide awake on the screen to understand what's happening in the AI world and what can we include in these sessions so that you can get benefit the most. And content team takes that vetted content by programs team and mentors and builds these wonderful texts for you, builds these wonderful elements for you so that it becomes easier for you to understand. That's content, program and content team. Now, the most important people who are the most busy professionals, but they take out time and they come and teach here. Can we say thank you, mentors, in the chat? Can we say thank you, mentors, in the chat? All the mentors who do wonderful job at whatever they do, and they come back on Saturdays and Sundays. Imagine coming on a Sunday evening to teach a couple thousand people. They can rest, but they came in to teach, right? Definitely the charge good, right? It's not the thing, but they came and share. Shantanu exactly showed you what he does, how he has built his agency. Dilip showed you exactly how we build AI products. Vaibhav yesterday came and showed you how exactly our team is using AI. And we are making good money out of it, right? So thanks to all mentors. Now, these 2 days you could have been anywhere in the world. Weekend is only time when you spend time with your family, your wife, your kids, your husband, your friends and family. Right? But this week they gave you your chance of spending this 2 day on this mastermind. So can we say thank you to supporters? Thank you to family. Thank you to Okay, that is one of the reasons I don't keep the chat to everyone is because people start spamming and they don't understand even when I say. So I am removing people. Sorry, folks. I have to be slightly brutal when we have a couple of thousand people in the chat. Uh, yeah, perfect. Can you do one thing for me? Can you do one thing for me? Can you call your family, your wife, your kids, whoever gave you food and water on time, and can you say thank you to them? And once done, can you type it in the chat? Done. And if you're listening to me, bring them, bring all your supporters, make them look at the chat, because this chat is going to everybody, right? So you are saying thanks not only to your supporters, but also to everybody who's watching. And from my side, if you are any supporter watching or listening to me, if you're a husband, wife, you're a family, you're a friend, or a kid, thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting this person spend the time over 2 days here. Thank you so much. I hope, please take this promise also that this person actually applies. Otherwise, these 2 days won't help, right? So thank you so much, everybody who's a family member who allowed this person to spend time with us. And yeah, please remember outskill. But yeah, regardless of that, the most important person who spent time, who took the decision, to be here for 2 days, no matter whatever happened in the life. You spent 2 days with his life. So can we say thanks to me in the chat? Thanks to me, myself, Snoop Dogg meme. Got it, got it. And now you can push it 1, 2 times at least. Thanks to me, 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 thanks to me. Keep on doing, keep on doing, keep on doing. And finally, and finally, and finally, and finally, as I told you, right? As I told you, as I told you, these 2 days will go for a waste if we do not apply. And most importantly, if we do not share. Don't keep this knowledge limited. Everything that we do, everything that we do, everything that we do is with a vision of how can we contribute from India to the globe to building the next generation of AI workforce. And you will have to help us in building that, since now you are a part of community, right? So can we commit to apply and share? Can you type it in the chat? I will commit and apply. I'll commit to apply and share. I commit to apply and share. I commit to apply what I have learned in this mastermind and share with everybody who can take advantage of this information and get their job, get their profession at a better place than what they are, at a better salary than what they are, at a better pay than what they are. I don't want credit. You take the credit. I'm turning the chat to every host and panelist, and I'm sharing two links once again. Take this invite link and share it with your friends and colleague. And share it with your friends and colleague. Share it with your friends and colleague. This is how the portal would look like once you click on the link. Outskill.invite, outskill.invite. Share the AI revolution. Come to this page. You can either copy and send the message, or you can go to click on WhatsApp and go directly to that option, or you can select more options if you have a few more options available on your phone. Copy paste this message or share it. Take a second right now and do it. Take a second right now and share with your 5-10 people whom you know who can benefit out of this. Once done, type done in the chat. I will commit to apply and share in the chat, and then refer your friends and family. What happened? Oh, I shared the same message. Let me share the links actually. Yeah. Take a minute, take the link, share it with your friends and family, and type done. Type done. And you also have my social credentials. If you want to keep learning what's happening in the world of AI, you can follow me and you will get at least one reel a day. I try to be consistent on what's happening in the world of AI, tech, and business. And since I help companies adopt AI, I come from a very niche view of how people should build it. Or you will also get stories of how multiple people have built AI products and made money, and how can you do that as well. So the whole making money with AI session, you will get ideas through my Instagram as well, right? And LinkedIn is where you can connect with me if you need any guidance, if you need any questions and answers that you want to get my support, and tag me when you ship out the product. That is a personal request. Apart from that, I have no other ask from you. Whenever you make any post, you're talking about mastermind, you're talking about your product, you're sharing something, tag me and I'll be happy. That's it. Take 2 seconds, take 2 seconds, take 2 seconds, do that referral invite to your friends and family. My LinkedIn and Instagram are also in the same message. There are 3 links. First one is a referral link. Second is my LinkedIn link, and third is my Instagram link. First is to share with your friends and family or colleagues. Second is for you to connect with me. That's a platform where we can have an open channel of communication. Third is where you can get educated, right? I'll give you 20 more seconds before we start asking people to come on board and, do that. Now, I'm turning on the raise hand feature. Only people who can turn their camera on, raise the hand, and who can speak and want to share about their experience, raise their hand. Okay. 1 second. The raise hand feature is on. Only when you can turn your camera on, you are at the right place to turn the camera on and can speak on camera. Raise your hand. I'll invite you here in next 30 seconds. In next 30 seconds, right? We are at 6:14. I'll give you 1 more minute. 6:15. I'll start calling people in. Till the time, refer to your friends, follow me on LinkedIn and follow me on Instagram. That's the final thing for the day. Okay. Let me look at how many people. I have about 23 people. I have about 23 people. And for all of you, who cannot turn the cameras on, I request, once again. There is something that we have for people who can't turn their cameras on as well. I'm just finding that. God. Give me 1 second, folks. I don't know what's happening with my computer today. Sorry, folks. I'll take 10 more seconds. No worries. Okay, perfect. I have a couple of people, about 36 people. I'll invite a couple of people who can come on camera and share their feedback, right? I have Keshav. You will get a pop-up called promote to panelist. Say yes, and you will come here on my side, right? I'm inviting three people first. I'm inviting three people first. Okay, give me 1 second. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. I'll also remove myself on the spotlight so you could now see people. Keshav, are you able to hear me, see me? Can you turn the camera on? Keshav, are you here? You are here. Okay. In case you can't turn your camera on, you have 10 seconds. Yeah, your mic is on. Can you try speak? Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect.
Thanks, Sound
Wonderful.
for
Oh, yes. Finally, we are able to hear you and see you. How are you, Keshav?
I'm fine.
How is this 2 days for you?
Mind blowing.
Tell me your top three highlights.
Uh, First of all, I do some work with AI, but I don't know this much how to talk with AI. And there
Got
are
it.
some other AI which can work with the prompts you will give, and that's all.
Perfect.
My
ठीक है.
my English
Yeah,
is
tell me.
very low,
क्या हुआ?
so my English is little bit. I can speak in English because I am from
हाँ,
Rajasthan.
अच्छा. अरे हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं, कोई बात नहीं. अब हो गया सब.
Uh,
अब we
uh,
don't have to speak that. Give me a little of your background, who you are, what do you do?
I am a student and I am pursuing my BTech degree in near Kota, if you know,
Got it.
city Kota.
Okay. Nice. Thank you so much, Kesha, for joining. I hope you enjoyed and stay connected and we'll see you in a future sessions. Thank you for, enjoying the session.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I have Alka with me. Alka, are you able to hear me? Can you turn the camera on, mic on? And folks, for people who can't come here, the chat is open. Write your 3 to 4 line feedback on the chat. I would read it. And I read all the chats, that come in. So please make sure you do that, right? Drop in about 2 to 3 lines of feedback, how you found the whole session to be. Alka, you should find an option of audio and Zoom on the bottom bar on this side. Or if James, you could also try to do that as well. Hey, James, how are you?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Where are you from?
I'm from Meghalaya.
Oh, Meghalaya. Interesting. How was these 2 days for you? Did you attend the full thing?
Actually, sir, I'm hospitalized I'm now in the hospital, but I have attended yesterday till today. So I have completed this workshop. But here it's lots of noise, so I can't hear properly.
Got it. Are you fine?
Yeah. Now it's better because I have a open bone fracture, so I have a lots of time here, so that's why I have attended from yesterday and today.
Got it. No worries. We hope that you get better soon. Thank you so much for joining this, even if after your injury is there. We enjoyed having you as well, right? Any top highlights? What did you like the most? Just when you ended.
So it's a, wonderful experience, and I have learned lots of I don't know AI, so now I can basic AI I can understand now. So it's some of the content is missing for me because that time was I'm busy with the doctor. So some of 2 3 hours I cannot attend today.
Got it.
So that's why I have some skip some session.
Got it. ठीक है. No worries, James. Thank you so much for attending. Look
Yeah,
forward
thank you,
to the
thank you,
lessons
thank
for
you.
us.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That was James. I have Abhishek with me. How are you, Abhishek?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. So happy to see you, and I got to join as a panelist. I can share my feedback. I have joined multiple times, and I am joining mostly repeatedly again and again. I am not trying still, but from now on, I will try these all the AI agents. But just one small question. I am a beginner, so which AI should I invest in for the starter beginner so that I can like help myself grow also and not spend necessarily means extra on the end.
What do you want to do?
Video and image generation is my
So start with
means I want.
Kriya. So you have anyways attended this session multiple times. Do what Shantanu is
Yeah,
saying. He's the best person.
okay, so just I will share means I can take the subscription from their model and I can just actually I don't know about the prompting also, so I think that will only be
You
done by trying
That's
on.
fine. You know everything. आपने 3 4 बार अटेंड किया है. आपको पता है.
Yes, sir.
आपको कॉन्फिडेंस
Yes,
नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है.
yes,
आपने
sir.
शांतनु का सेशन पूरा देखा.
Yes, Pura.
बस वही है. That is it. That is what you need to do, right? And you know
Sure,
what?
sir.
Once you invest the money, तब आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा. तो go ahead and do it. क्या होगा वर्स्ट केस? वर्स्ट
Surely,
पैसा
sir.
वेस्ट. 2 3 हज़ार वेस्ट होगा. ठीक है. That's no worries. You'll do
Sir,
something great.
but for sure, sir, मैं ट्राई भी करूंगा. मैं कुछ अगर प्रोजेक्ट बनाता हूँ, अगर कुछ वेबसाइट बनाता हूँ और अगर कुछ वीडियो क्रिएशन भी करता हूँ, फॉर श्योर आई मैं टैग करूंगा आपको भी और आउटसोल को भी फॉर श्योर.
No worries. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank
थैंक
you
यू
so
सो
much
मच.
for joining. And yeah, we'll see you whenever you join to the next
Sure,
session
sir.
as well because got it. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. How are you, Akash?
Good, sir. So
Tell me
very
how
good. Yeah, so I was attending this session of yours और ये बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे एंड मैं अभी क्या करता हूँ ना मैं एआई के हेल्प से ब्रांड को ऐड बनाने में हेल्प करता हूँ.
Nice.
सो
Tell
आई
me how.
हैड so I took the means I take the product images from the brands and help them to create means थोड़ा सा जो यूजीसी एड्स बनाने को हो और या फिर जो प्रोडक्ट का डिफरेंट शूट हो जो ब्रांड को मतलब अगर किसी एजेंसी को पकड़े तो फिर उसको बहुत सारा कॉस्टिंग पड़ सकता है तो उसको मैं एआई की मदद से उसको मतलब उसको क्राफ्ट करके देता हूँ ब्रांड को कि पूरा प्रोफेशनल एड शूट जैसा उसका वीडियो आए बट वो कुछ मतलब उसका बस फोटो चाहिए मुझे बस उसी से मैं बना लेता हूँ चैट जीपीटी जेमिनाई और फ्लो का यूज करके.
Interesting. Nice. And how were these 2 days were for you? What were your top 3 highlights?
यार टॉप 3 हाइलाइट्स में मुझे ये इमेज जनरेशन का थोड़ा-सा अच्छा बेटर मॉडल मिला तो फिर थोड़ा-सा ट्राई करूँगा मैं और मुझे मतलब चैट से थोड़ा-सा मैं बीच में डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था. सो मुझे थोड़ा-सा लिंक चाहिए वगैरह थोड़ा-सा मिल सकता है क्या आपने जो प्रोवाइड किया था एक और बार?
48 hours. 48 hours on your email. And you will get it.
मिल जाएगा ना? अच्छा ठीक है.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Akash, for joining us.
और ट्रिप में मज़ा आया. थैंक यू फॉर इट.
Perfect. Perfect. There are a few more people. I'll invite them now. I have Sheriff. I have Manisha. I have 1 second. I have Sandesh. Perfect. Thanks for your time. My name is Payal and I'm working in L&D. I'm keen to know more. Should I leverage this in my org? Yes, you should leverage this in the org. And the question is, how should I leverage? So everybody who's thinking about leveraging into your own work, three areas. List down all the tasks that you do on a daily basis or weekly basis. Based on that, find out where you can adopt or involve AI and start using that and see the time that you save first. That is the starting point. And once you do it for 3 to 4 tasks, you'll find more opportunities to get it. And always track, are you able to do this task better in terms of quality, faster in time, and efficient in time, and cheaper in money that you spend, right? That is the good starting point. And once you're able to do that, then you reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll share you more because there are about thousands of people. How are you, Sandesh?
I am fine, sir.
How was this 2 days for you?
It's a very interesting session, sir, and I like it. And although I was studying in government engineering college, Samastipur, Bihar, so it's a very helpful for me at the IT sector.
Got it. And what do you do currently?
I am a college student, sir, and I'm trying to the web development.
Nice. Perfect. This time we had a good bunch of students who sort of come in. Also, because this is a financial end of the year, so working professionals are slightly busier at this part.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Sandesh, for attending. I hope you enjoyed it.
And
We'll see you sessions.
thank you also, sir, for this session. It's very helpful for me.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sandesh. How are you, Priyanka? How was these 2 days were for you?
Hello, Om. It was really good, and it is my first webinar that I'm attending related to AI generative, and it was really good. I like all the mentors what they have taught, and I have two questions.
Tell me.
I don't know how to deploy app or website from Emergent, and also I don't know how to launch my website or app on Google Play Store. So I have these two questions because in the upcoming week or two I'm going to make a website, and I don't know how I'll proceed further.
So there are two things. First of all, Google Play Store पे वेबसाइट नहीं होता है, उसमें ऐप लिस्ट होता है. But
Yes.
website, but what is this website about? Tell me more. What do you do? I think give me that background. That would help.
Okay, actually, I have done my BTech in 2017, and
Okay.
since then I'm trying many things, like literally many things: marketing, content writing, content creation related to different fields. I have also built portfolios related to different categories. But I'm not actually getting jobs according to my skills. But what I'm trying to do now is, with the help of AI tools and AI agents, I am going to execute 2 or 3 ideas. I'm really sorry, but I'm really nervous right now.
No, it's completely fine. It's completely fine. So first of all, uh, in order to, so tell me this. You learned a lot of things that we showed in 2 days, right? Did
Yes.
you try asking this question to Claude or ChatGPT? How do you deploy apps that you build with Emergent? What did it tell you?
Yes. Actually, it was a bit complex procedure. I'm going to ask it about a very simple step-by-step procedure today itself.
Got it. So the thing is, it is complex procedure, by the way, right? But
Okay.
just ask ChatGPT to explain it to you like a 15-year-old or a 5-year-old. तो थोड़ा सा
Okay.
लैंग्वेज सिंपल हो जाएगा, आपको टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज समझ आ जाएगा, right?
Okay.
It will take a good 30 minutes for you to explain step by step how it happens. Emergent also has a support option, right? When you ask to that chatbot, they will also tell you what you should do and how you should connect it, right? That's a good option
Okay.
too.
Okay. 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 That will be good option. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Priyanka.
Thank you. One more thing. If I make my app and I got good users on it, I'm going to connect with you. Please do reply.
Definitely. Deal.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Perfect. I have Sujata ji with me here. How are you, Sujata ji?
Fine, sir. I'm very happy to join your classes for these 2 days. Sorry, I think my speaker is on. Actually, I'm on a break now. Actually, I worked as a software test engineer for 10 years. I mean, after 15 years of break, I'm just trying to catch up with the new technologies and so that I can start something. So it's giving me a little hope. No, I can do something with it.
Got it. And how are these 2 days for you? What are the kind of things that interested you or you found that will be easier for you to do?
Actually, I thought of for with coding because I was a tester, but later I realized that maybe it is easy for me to start with the vibe coding, some kind of a small projects to start with. Uh, so the session with Dilip sir, I find it interesting because I was able to get into the concepts and then building a website and the architecture and all the stuff which I was did something back long ago.
Perfect. Got it. Good to know.
Mm,
Thank you so much, Dadaji, for joining. It was wonderful having you as well.
Actually, I have a question.
Tell me.
Yeah, my son is studying in medical biomedical engineering. So how can this could be useful for them so that I can refer to him?
So I'll give you how you should think about this, right? The link, anyways, that we will share, you will be able to refer him so that he'll be able to join if you want him to. And I think once he joins, he can find out how he can, make it helpful for himself. But normally, this is how you should think. Anyway, to anyone whom you recommend, with help of AI tools, how can you make your work either better in any way, 10x better than what it is in terms of quality? How can you make it faster in terms of quantity and speed and the time that you spend? For example, if today I spend 2 days interviewing people, can I spend 30 minutes and get the same output in time? Or in 2 days of time, I can interview 100 people, right? In that reference. And how can you make it cheaper? For example, I today to build a website, we used to spend 50,000 rupees. Today we spend 5,000 rupees, right? So better, faster. And this is for my industry. Now for biomedical, whatever that person is going to do in their job, where they can make this optimizations, and based on that people can find where they can use AI. That's basically the fundamental of how do you think about it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sujata ji. Perfect. I have Neeraj with me here. Neeraj, are you able to hear me? Perfect. Yeah, you are.
Hey, hi Om, how are you?
Hello, how are you? How was these students for you?
Absolutely lovely. I almost every time try a lot to attend outskill classes, and it's always a pleasure to meet, every journalist or every kind of experience which comes to the panel. So great thanks to Outskill. Great thanks to you for, igniting, this kind of skill set to the kind of people that to different age sets, if you see. It's not only limited to one age group, to be very precise. So lovely to have this kind of experience, to be precise. Yeah.
What is your background? What do you do?
So I'm a designer by profession. I'm an IFT graduate from Mumbai. I have been in the fashion industry for around 14 to 15 years. And it has been almost 6 to 7 months that I have started my own agency of freelancing. I started it with my freelancing, and now I have my own global agency where I had my first client, Disney. So I had Disney that in India and Southeast Asia.
Yes. Hmm.
So it's how we are expanding, and eventually I'm getting into social media, I'm getting into product development. So earlier, because you see there has been a lot of changes and remarks which has come into different sets of industries. So of course, every creative industry has been hit. I was also a part of it. But of course, with time and technology, everything needs to, integrate according to the requirement. And to be very honest, I started with following Webhub, and that's how it all began, with a lot of, insights. And how outskill, whenever I get time, I surely make time for outskill in that way. So the way you were explaining, the way Vaibhav does it, or the way Shantanu was doing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So every time emphasizing on this fact that, okay, let's assume that we know nothing. So this kind of approach leads to a different kind of confidence to people. So I understand that you also belong to a lot of experience background, and the way you are catering it, it's absolutely mind blowing. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Do you see the number of people we have now?
Yeah, it's almost like 2K plus. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it is it is
But yeah,
half of
it's
what we were, but yeah, अभी भगा दिया ना मुझ
yeah,
पे,
yeah.
yeah.
No, eventually, but no, no, I totally agree. And it's not an easy task, because eventually it's not only about the courses, it's not only about the accelerator program, but creating awareness through these modern models.
Yeah.
I saw a person who was in the hospital.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
I was crazy. I was like, people are very much, crazy, and they really want to grow. Who says that, okay, there are too many terms, too many softwares, how will we do it? It all begins with a certain step. So you are a part of that step, I am a part of that step, we all are a part of this entire community. We are building that together, and I really love the fact. I would love to see you again and again, seeing having these kind of courses, having these gratitude programs. And thanks to you too for emphasizing this amount of time, that too again on Sunday.
Thank you so much, yeah. We'll see you again. Thank you.
I'll add you on LinkedIn or something. I think few of my friends are there, but yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll see
pleasure.
you again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. We have Garima. Garima, are you able to see me? Perfect.
Sorry, hi. Are you able to see me and hear me?
Yeah, your voice is clear, and yeah, we can see you as well.
Yes.
How are
Okay.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Om Prakash? And thanks for a great session today.
Thank you so much. Tell me about yourself. What do you do, and how was these 2 days for
Um,
you?
yes, so I was working in Singapore for the past few years. Only a few months back, I returned to India, and actually, I have completed my undergrad and postgrad both in Singapore. So I was there for good 9 years, and then I came back. I'm currently in my family business, but I've always wanted to start something of my own, and hence my decision to come back. But okay, so my agenda for joining this AI program was every time I had some doubts. So I'm not a tech person, I'm a business person through and through. And my brother is a tech person, so he keeps exploring, building, shipping, all of that. He keeps doing all of that, and he's in Bangalore only. So every time I had a smallest of doubt, I used to just run to him. And I had been exploring a lot of AI on my own, but through this platform I just wanted to gain some confidence and some structure to my thinking, or if I'm doing correctly or not. For example, the way prompts are made and how what goes behind them. Every time it's not necessary that you need to be an engineer to know the details of it. So that helped me a lot. And I, as it is, this was like an acceleration for me, and rightly so, the name of the course, masterclass or accelerator. So I'm very grateful, learned a lot, and hopefully, let's see, you'll see a lot of me on LinkedIn or probably in some of the startups. Let's see, hope for the best.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice. A lot of people, I think, in my network have been coming back. And whenever I do these sessions, I talk to a lot of not only professionals, people who are running their own family businesses now looking at this. I remember there's one person in Dehradun running a store similar to what DMart does in India, has about good scale of business now, started adopting N8N, and that was new to me. So the adoption is reaching there, right? I like from people like you and a lot of others. So thank you so much for attending and taking this knowledge and passing it on forward. And yes, do send me a request, and if in case I can be of help, definitely hit me up.
Sure, already sent. And one more thing, of course, with AI developing and everything new coming up each day. I mean, it's very difficult to keep track with so much of information around the internet and around the world. And there are 1,000 other courses, which says, upskill, we'll tell you about AI and that. But I'm glad I signed up for this one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. Glad that it was helpful. And yeah, happy to see you whenever you sort of come back. Perfect. That was Garima. Do we have more people? We have more people, but people are not accepting my request. That's Insulting. But yeah, let me see if we have more. I'll try to bring in 1 or 2 people more in case. Folks, anybody who's at okay, let me just check. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, folks. That was it from my side. That was it from my side. We'll see you on your emails in a couple of days, 48 hours, and we'll meet soon. Make sure, once again, for the one final time, I'm sharing the links. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you share it with your friends and family. The mastermind, you take the credit of being that person who inspires people in your organization, in your work, in your office, in your business to use AI, and you will see the multifold outcome of it, right? And that's about it. That's me. That's me. I hope you enjoyed. Did I do a good job? Did I do a good job? Did I do decent hosting today? In the chat, very quickly. How would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 is highest, 1 is lowest. Okay, decent. Oh, 20. You guys are breaking the scale for me. 8.5, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. It was wonderful hosting all of you. Thank you so much for staying back till this time and sharing your gratitude. Would love to talk to a lot of people if we have limited time. And somebody told me that why torturing. So let's end the day. Right. Thank you so much. It was wonderful having you. We'll meet in emails. And if you join back, if we meet sometime offline, tell me hi. I don't know your faces. You do. So whenever we meet in HSR, Bangalore, or maybe if I'm in your city, say hi and tag me on LinkedIn whenever you build and ship something. And I promise I'll help you out if I can and if I have time to sort of contribute to what you do. And that's about it. And if I'm going to meet you in accelerator, we're going to spend more time together, or interviews for the next 2 days. You guys have made me busy for next 4 days also for these interviews. But yeah, thank you so much. It is interesting to have you. And that is one final bye from my side. You can type in bye in the chat and drop off, and we'll close the session next 60 seconds. Bye, folks. Bye, everyone. It was wonderful having you. Everything that we learned together, I hope you guys apply, you guys ship products. Don't let your head, don't let people tell you that you can't do it, because you can, right? Take that plunge, invest that 2-3 thousand rupees in AI tools, invest that lakh rupees in accelerator if you can, if you're a working professional, definitely, right? But do something, act on this, and you will thank yourself. And that would be it from my side. Thank you so much. This is Om Asnani signing off for whatever the batch number that this is, and we'll see you.
Recording.